at WrestleMania that you'd never met before that you're excited about having met?
That I never met.
That's correct. Anybody? You running into somebody? Anybody?
I met a lot of Rich Eisen show fans.
Oh,
that was really cool.
All right.
Nice.
But
You're trying to get yourself off the griddle by talking about us collectively here?
Yeah, because the Mets we don't need to talk about.
We don't? How about the Sixers? You want to talk about them? Okay, very good.
Excuse me?
All right.
My teams stink. I told Brockman this the other day. I have far too many teams for them all to be whack.
All right. I
hate this team.
So let me put the griddle on me here. Let me do you a favor and finish this show by turning the spotlight to me.
Yeah, do that.
In a manner that this will not go well for me.
Whoa,
whoa.
Not gonna.
What do you mean?
Breaking news. Do you have the breaking news drop? Giving you the breaking news drop.
The test came back?
This is not. No, stop it. No, stop it. You're ridiculous.
Here it comes. Emory, I see.
Breaking news.
As you know, we're all flying together tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We're all flying together tomorrow on this flight to Pittsburgh.
I see.
Where are we going?
You know where it's going.
I am
Oh, yeah.
checking a bag tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
I know I'm not checking a bag.
But
I'm
you have
checking a
your
bag.
own transportation from the airport.
I understand that. But I'm checking a bag. It won't affect you. But I'm just letting you know, since I give you guys a bunch of crap, I'm checking a bag.
But the thing is, I'm not going to give you grief for this because
Why?
you're staying Tuesday to Sunday.
That's true. And I've got to bring suits and different shoes and all that sort of business. So
What do you mean you're not going to give him crap for it?
Yeah, because he's got.
I appreciate that. I thought I was putting
I'm
myself
going
on the
to.
griddle here. Please, have at it.
I mean, it's just like you talk so much trash about us. You've basically bullied me into becoming a carry-on person when I ever was.
I think bully is a little too
bully is
strong.
Pretty accerate statement for the way that you.
But you always do whatever you want to do.
That's also true.
I mean, you bring lunch in your own bag, straight from the plastic. You don't choose paper.
See,
you bring the sandwich.
I mean, that's true. You did.
Actually, that caused all of us to wait at security.
Yeah.
All right, I promised I wouldn't make it about you. It's about me. Please, you have the floor.
I'm just saying.
I'm checking a bag tomorrow.
You bully me into bringing my own
Not
lunch.
bullying.
I wouldn't have to
I don't
spend
bully
$50
anybody.
at the airport. So then
that's
the
not-
next trip, I decide to go spend $50. He goes, "Why don't you just bring a sandwich with you?" I was like, "This guy,
That is great, Rich.
I mean,
he just
That's good.
Come on,
Come on, that's not bad work.
that's good.
That's
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
but I'm checking a bag. You know.
You feel good about that?
No, I don't.
No, yeah, I know.
I don't, because getting out, I really want to get out of Pittsburgh on draft night, and checking a bag might create problems for me.
Hinder you.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
It's not a bad place to get stuck,
Close call.
Pittsburgh. So yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, I appreciate it. No, I do love Pittsburgh. It's
Go
going to be a
visit more
great
East
draft city. I cannot wait for it.
That Permane Brothers you went to a major sandwich.
I
It's
cannot
right
wait
near
to
the
go
set.
Someone said in the YouTube comments that Franco and George Washington are no longer at the airport.
No,
What?
they moved him.
Yeah, they moved.
They've
them
been
so-
moved.
Yeah.
To where?
I don't know.
The T-Rex is still there, though.
That's what someone said.
Yeah.
T-Rex still
T-Rex is
there.
still there.
Franco G-Dub gone.
Or you could have just
When
asked me.
we land,
I better see Franco Harris and George Washington.
and if we don't,
You're not going.
while I'm waiting for my bag, I'm going to go seek out management.
Good.
Yeah.
Who decided? And by the way, where is that statue?
Where'd they go?
I would take it.
Oh, that would.
Oh, could you imagine Franco right here in the studio?
I know.
By the way, guys, I don't know how often you go there. The remodel that they've done at that airport.
I'm sure it's wonderful.
You don't have to get on the tram.
I mean, it was
Franco, I don't know where they're at. They might be in a different spot, but you can move freely.
All right.
Far quicker through the
Pittsburgh
airport.
was an old airport. It
Yeah.
needed,
They
needed
hooked
a
it up.
facelift.
Yeah.
We are excited to go. So unfortunately, we're off tomorrow, but that's how we can get out there.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you see us in Pittsburgh, let us know where Franco is and where the Mets' victories are, please.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. For the time you forgot your charger at the gate,
Passengers, we are now on our initial ascent.
or when you're bouncing between projects like a ping pong ball. We build PCs with long-lasting battery life, so you're not scrambling for an outlet. and built-in intelligence, so you can stay focused on whatever you're doing. Dell Technologies, built for you. Dell.com/Dell PCs.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. Let's get you caught up with Pirates in the pros. On Friday, Mack McCarthy made his debut for the Birmingham Barons and went yard.
Next pitch is sent into deep center field. Back goes Meckler. He turns, he looks up, and that one is out of here. Mack McCarthy, in his first game this season as a Birmingham Baron, sails one over the center field wall.
Mack finished 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs on Friday and then homered again on Sunday. He finished 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs in that game. Then it was Carter Cunningham's turn on Friday for the Vancouver Canadians.
1-2 pitch. Popped in the air out into left field. Left fielder Hoppy's going back. He's at the fence, looks up, it's gone.
Cunningham went 1 for 5 on Friday and 2 for 4 with an RBI on Saturday. And former Pirate Dixon Williams has been activated by the Rome Emperors after being on the 7-day injured list. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choosing the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville has the best deal ever on Ram trucks. During the Declaration of Deals sales event, get a special finance rate of 2.9% that can be used with already fantastic factory rebates. For example, you can choose up to $11,000 off and 2.9% for 72 months, or get $5,000 off with 0% for 60 months. So if you've been thinking about a new Ram truck, now is the time at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. And how about the 26 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Save up to $6,000 on America's most awarded SUV. Or lease a new Grand Cherokee for only $429 per month. Or take the top off and enjoy the sun with a 2026 Jeep Wrangler. Save up to $7,000 on a 26 Jeep Wrangler, or lease one for only $329 per month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, and $39.99 due at signing. Tax, tags, and $8.99 admin fee not included.
Plan your spring getaway to the Crystal Coast with exclusive savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Save 15% with our Beaufort Spring Getaway, available through May 31st. Explore Cape Lookout's beautiful beaches and the wild horses of Shackelford Banks. Enjoy waterfront dining at the award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant. With no advance deposit and free cancellation up to 48 hours before arrival, planning is easy. Book now at BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
2-1. Ward slams it up the left field line, screaming off near the fence and gone! A laser from Taylor Ward. He screams it high over the wall in left field for his first home run of the season. A 3-run shot. And just like that, Baltimore is back in this ballgame.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Karnbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get, for as small a community as we are, we really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates, yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio Studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. We're on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber, and you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. What's on your mind on this Monday? Chime in. How you feeling about Pirate baseball? 2-2 week, 2-1 weekend. 4 more games coming up this week. We'll hear comments from Cliff Godwin on today's edition of the show following the series win over Wichita State. We've got a ton of football audio to get to. We'll do that hour 2 as we will recap the 2026 ECU spring ball practice game drills that they had going on Saturday at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. We will have comments from Blake Harrell and both Pirate QBs, Mitch Griffiths and Emory Williams. So one final look at football for the next few months, and then we'll get back at it for fall camp in a few months. We've got guests to get to on today's show, including Coach Mack McCarthy. Mack's not an NFL guy, but he is a college football guy, so we can get his thoughts on the NFL draft by asking him about players that played college football who will be entering the league following Thursday's first round, and then the remainder of the rounds coming up in the NFL draft. We'll dive into the draft with Emory Hunt from CBS Sports HQ. Also get a really early look at the 2026 football Pirates. We'll talk football with Emory coming up in hour number 2. Hour 3, we'll talk Hurricanes hockey. The Canes winners on Saturday over the Senators. Wade Minter was there on the mic at the Lenovo Center. We'll recap game 1 and talk game 2. I'm going to ask Wade, and I may ask Nick before we get there, why did they drop the gloves and fight right at the face-off? I mean, it was cool. I liked it, but I didn't understand it. So maybe we can get an understanding of that and preview game 2 coming up tonight. How about the Chan Man, Chandler Honeycutt, and Jenny Shelton from Pirate Radio will be representing Pirate Radio tonight at the Lenovo Center. They are heading to Raleigh. Also, Brandon Golden, he's got some cool stuff going on. We'll talk about that and some baseball coming up, hour number 3 of our program. Shirley Rhodes is here. Nick Bass is here. And head of the table, we have Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone. What's up, Doug N?
What's up, Clip? How you doing?
Doing great. Been a busy day.
Yeah.
I feel like we've already done a show.
Essentially, I think recorded 4 video interviews today. We'll run 3 on the show. Had to go get my oil changed. Had a staff meeting. Had
a staff infection?
Yeah. Quick powwow. Me, you, and Shirley talking about the week to come. But yeah, good stuff. A lot of fun stuff going on.
Fun stuff. Good stuff. Let's look at the chat gang, because somebody asked a question that I want to address early on in the show. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
And Jared, not to put words you said off the mic onto the mic, but it does coincide with Jamie's comment where he says, man, this baseball team, I can't get them figured out.
Yeah.
He said something similar about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's like
maybe
you get out of the weekend and it's like, God, dude, like, what are we even doing? But then you look, it's like, no, 1 game out of first place. Like, we went 500, we won a series. Like,
I mean, maybe we figured them out. They're they're going to need to win their conference tournament to go to the postseason this year.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that you can't get an at-large bid, but yeah, I think you really got to get to Clearwater, but we can still win the regular season championship.
Well, of course.
And I mean, it's UTSA, UAB, last series of the week of the season. And we have, I think, FAU, who's towards the bottom. I think we have a favorable schedule. I mean, you look at the teams we play.
Man, we've had an opportunity for that RPI to go up. Instead, it's gone down right now at 41. So
Strength of schedule 24th. So, yeah. I mean.
Where's UAB? UAB's at 34 right now.
Man.
So they are, because they had a good weekend against South Florida, I believe.
Yeah, I looked at the field, 68 from on 3. I think they had 2 American schools, UTSA and UAB.
Interesting.
We dropped out from last week.
Yeah, I mean, Pirates got work to do as far as that goes. Shirley Roberts says, interview in progress. Jeff Charles entering the room. Ric Flair, woo!
Ric Flair, woo!
I always enjoy hearing that. And took a picture of the Jeff Charles radio booth while I was in the Town Bank Tower the other day. RIP voice. Jerry says, hello. Hello. We are the Pirate Radio Live Chat Gang. Go Canes, says Jerry. PJ says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Lane says, that's a nice hoodie. Where did you find that?
Oh,
I didn't.
Got it for Christmas a few years ago.
Oh, he's talking about yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man. Just a couple days away. I think 80 hours.
Nice hoodie.
Thank you.
Let's say he was talking about mine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In a bizarro world.
Yeah, it's white.
Where did I find it? Well, it wasn't found. It was a gift. It was given to me by Shirley Rhodes, who found it at the equipment sale. And since I'm the biggest guy here, and this is a big hoodie, I love a hoodie.
Yeah.
You know what's even better than a hoodie? A zip-up hoodie.
So that's just a jacket.
It's a hoodie jacket. It's a hacket.
Well, a hoodie's like this, no zip.
A hoodie has a hood on it, dummy.
No, I think that's just a jacket.
Well, then you're wearing a sweatshirt if you want to go that
hooded
route.
Sweatshirt, yes.
And this is a hooded jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice sweatshirt.
Thank you.
Dummy. See, Nick's not wearing a hoodie. Shirley's not wearing a hoodie.
Yes, they're wearing T-shirts.
That's correct.
Short sleeve T-shirts.
I'm wearing a hoodie, as are you.
Yeah.
If what you're wearing has a hood on it, it's a hoodie. Does your car have a hood?
Wow. Yes.
Then it's a hoodie.
Okay.
Your car is a hoodie.
Does your town have a hood?
Yes.
Then your town's a hoodie.
Exactly. When Duke had a left-handed three-point shooter named Rodney, did they have a hood?
Yes.
Then their team was a hoodie.
Wow.
I think we're figuring all this out.
Hey, man, 25 years old. I thought I knew everything at this
point. What are you, 4 non-blondes? 25 years, and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope. Yeah. What are you looking at? You got something to add?
Oh, there's a lot of things going on right now. I would no longer be charged for FanDuel Sports Network now that the Canes are in postseason and the Hornets season's over.
So is that everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I had to cancel it.
I did too.
I had forgotten.
In fact, I went to go do that today.
And then Luke Campbell is on the Pirate Radio DM.
Whoa!
Yeah. No need to.
The U. It's all about the U. All right.
What a dominant performance from Victor Wembanyama last night.
What did he do?
It killed the Trailblazers.
God, I love that classic Spurs look and color scheme.
And that's what the playoffs are all about. And that is also not a true stat. Denny Advia had a couple baskets on Wemby. And they're just saying 0 for 11 when Victor Wembanyama guards you.
Guard you. Since we've last come on the show, the Hornets lost by 80.
Oh, we lost by 30. Okay. Also, that feels like it was a year ago.
What a dud of a performance.
Now we have two top 20 picks.
What a turd burger. I mean, at this point, we weren't going to win the championship. So, yeah, I'll take the
it's
better
insane.
picks.
Just I mean, the Magic in games 82 and 83 of the season were piss poor. And then you look at games 84 and 85, and they look like the best. The team that was touted all offseason of what we were supposed to get.
They're up 1-0 in their series against the Pistons, the number 1 Pistons. All right. Jerry says, my theory as far as playoff hockey fights, the inferior team is always desperate to set the tune in a series. Let's bring on Nick Bass. Wade Minter will answer coming up in hour 3.
Yeah, Carolina Hurricanes goal! His first career goal, scorer number 49, Alex Harper.
Great call by Wade Minter there. Nick, what was the point of Kachuk, bless you, and Stahl fighting to begin the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs?
I think Brady wanted to try and give his team some motivation, and it didn't end up going well because you kind of got beat up by a 35, 36-year-old who is physically stronger than you.
Dad strength.
Yeah, and he just didn't work out.
So the point was...
There's no issue. It's just like, let's get going, guys.
Yeah, he just wanted to try
fight.
And... Yeah.
And he asked.
Yeah, he asked.
Like, do you want to fight?
I thought,
hockey's weird.
I thought he was just trying to get his lick back or something. I thought these guys had previous...
That's why I bring it up. Like,
beef.
there was none of that. It was just,
that's him and Kochetkov, weirdly enough.
Let's fight. And they did. And the Canes won the fight, and the Canes won the game.
Yeah, I need them to lose. Either 2, 3, or 4. Games 2, 3, or 4.
Well, not tonight. We
don't
want to lose tonight.
We have already bought tickets for Game 5. So need them to lose.
You get the money back, right?
Yeah.
They'll probably lose a game, don't you think, Nick?
In Ottawa, yeah. More than likely.
Okay.
Lane says he was indeed talking about Clip's hoodie.
Okay. Jacket.
Jamie says Doug in and I are all in on Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
Lane says the Raiders suck.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Kaplan says, hello from the road, chat gang.
Hey, Zach.
BB and CK on our way to game 2.
Have fun.
Hello. Good to see you.
Hello.
All right. BB is in the chat gang, says Jamie. I don't think so. I don't think Brian Bailey would be called dead in the chat gang.
Dead.
You want to hear a couple of Cliff comments?
Yeah.
Let's hear from Saturday. I've always wondered what my record would be if I was the head coach of this team.
I think we're about to find out.
And maybe we got some insight to that. Here is Cliff Godwin after Saturday's victory over the Wichita State Shockers.
Yeah, for all these people that want to be critical of our team and haven't talked about it, but if there was any other coaching staff that had to manage these injuries that we've had this year, they probably would have won about 12 games. So our guys are fighting their tails off, and you got guys like Bach who's working every day. He's a freshman, and he's got a good swing. And, man, it was awesome that he ran one out of the yard there in the first inning.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Won about 12 games. What's their record currently?
24, 16, and 1, I believe.
So 12 and 28. Well, we'll call that tie a loss. 12 and 29.
Yeah.
Am I getting the numbers right? I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I think just going out there, no experience, me or you, winning 12 games would be a pretty...
I would be relying heavily on my assistants.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, how about you take over?
Yeah.
I would be terrified to coach third base.
You would just be the vibes kind of coach.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I got the ball knowers behind me, the assistants. I'm just here to, like, good at bat. Pat on the butt, good at bat. But also, I mean, you could still be, like, the injuries have obviously been a factor.
100%.
But I still think you
factor.
can be critical.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can decide what type of fan you want to be.
Yeah.
You can be critical. You can be positive. You can be...
Why don't the fans flip the water cooler? I mean, how about that? Instead of telling other people what to do, why don't they flip a cooler?
All right. So where's the flip the cooler comment?
I think cut two from yesterday.
Let's try cut 2 from yesterday, Shirley. Cliff.
No, I mean, there's just not enough fight, man. It has nothing to do with mechanics. That's what everybody wants to go run to. It has something to do with a competitive spirit, a fire. Like, you guys, people are tweeting about, hey, Coach Godwin, flip over a cooler. Well, I mean, I broke my clipboard in the state game. Is that equivalent to flipping over a cooler? I don't know. So at the end of the day, man, we just got to be better. We got to have more competitive fire. And look, it's a reflection of me, but we've won a lot of games here. And we're going to continue to win a lot of games. So we're better than we were last year. Even with the injuries that we have, we'll be fine. The end of the year, just come talk to me.
All right, so flip over a cooler, has a deep lore.
This actually was a recent tweet after the state game. Chandler showed me that I think Jared Plump, Pack the Jungle, tweeted it out.
It's a reference.
Okay.
It's a reference. So somebody on Redacted Colors years ago said something about Cliff Godwin flipping over a cooler. I tweeted that out like, hey guys, all we got to do is have Godwin flip over a cooler and this will be fixed. Charlie Yorgan got on board, the former Pirate, and talked about flipping over coolers, and it became a running gag. Like, at what point in the season, like, I would tweet Yorgan like, hey, is it time? And he'd be like, not yet. And then he'd come back later and be like, all right, time to flip the cooler. So now the fact that has become something that has irritated Cliff Godwin is kind of hilarious because it was a joke. And I'm pretty sure that the Pack the Jungle are using that term because of the reference from the past. The old flip over the cooler, to which we know that flipping a cooler is not going to help you win or lose a ball game. No. In fact, it'll probably make you lose because the guys will be dehydrated.
Yeah.
And they won't have their water and Gatorade. And
especially on a day like Saturday.
I'd have Diet Coke in the cooler if I was the head coach of the Pirates. Boys.
It's like Idiocracy where they've been watering the plants with Brondo. It has electrolytes. Plants love electrolytes.
Have y'all had your Diet Coke yet? Your pregame Diet Coke? Make sure you get it. I'm gonna go have a smoke.
It's just a team full of John Daly's. Get your pack of peanut M&Ms. Smoke about 2-3 cigarettes. I don't even hit the range. Hell, I just.
Hunter says, why does Cliff have such an axe to grind this year with the fans? He shouldn't be reading that stuff. I don't know, man. That's him. I mean, he talks about not reading the stuff, but seems to know a lot about it. And I think that's just, I guess it's him being a competitive dude, and just sometimes he's still in the player mindset.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of things where it's like, I mean, you could talk about this as a fan, where it's like, I watch every game, but then I hear people who don't watch every game talk bad about this team, and it's like, hey, you don't get the circumstances of this. It's kind of like that as the coach, where it's just like, you don't know all the stuff going on behind these doors, but yet you want to be so critical, and they can be critical, obviously, but it's just like, you want to defend yourself and your team so much.
Well, yeah, that right there, because fans can be like, this isn't personal. I'm just a fan. I love you guys. But damn, man, why did you send that runner? Why didn't he get a hit here?
Yeah.
And Cliff's taking it personal because it is personal to him, because it is his team. So, like, I see, both sides of it, honestly. If I was a coach and was as active as I am online and people going crazy and saying those things, I would be pissed too. So, like, I get it. You gotta just avoid it, which is very difficult to do, obviously.
Yeah, perfectly said.
Perfectly said. Jamie says Cliff needs to have a barbecue and jump in his pool, enjoy himself. That is a reference.
There was some good barbecue on Saturday, man.
Oh, yeah? I didn't have any.
Yeah, they had some in the press box at baseball.
Oh, no.
So I fixed me a barbecue sandwich.
Damn.
Had a sugar cookie.
I was in the wrong press box.
And, man, that Wichita State pitcher was puking, and I was the only one kind of chuckling in the press box. And then I downed 2 bottles of water in 3 minutes, and I was about to have my hands on my knees puking. It was a hot day.
Kenny said I did some flipping on Sunday.
Kenny, calm down.
Flip the game off. He also said, hell, I would love to hear a couple players to get pissed off. Well, they do. They do get pissed off. Who was, didn't somebody say we got tired of losing or something? In the press conference I went to, I think, after the, who we sweep? Charlotte, yeah. Somebody said we were tired of losing. I mean, they get mad too. But
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of losing to Purdue.
There we go.
But, like, they're winning the series. And I guess it's just because it's most of the time the Sunday game is why you feel like this going into a new week.
Shout out to me for saying ECU would dominate Sundays this year.
Yeah.
That was before the injuries, but another one. Another miss by me.
Gavin Van Kempen out for the remainder of the season. Yeah. Will not return.
All right, let's take a break. Coach Mack McCarthy will join us. We'll talk, hell, I don't know what we'll talk.
Tyler Reddick, man, 5th win in 9 races. looking to tie or break the record, and he's on pace. He's on pace to win 20 races. The record for a single season is 13. Richard Petty, Jeff Gordon.
Richard Petty. All right, we'll take a break, come back. We'll see what Mac has to say about coaches reading too much online.
I also have a draft question for him.
Mac never read what was said about him online because he didn't coach in the online era. We'll take a break, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live after this time out.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Jennings Hall, former ECU volleyball player, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a place for lunch? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at $11. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, Nick Bass, Jay Bone, Jared Watkins here. We welcome on Mack McCarthy to the Turner Home Team Live line. Coach Mack, how you doing?
I am good. Hope you guys are.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. We're hanging in there. What do you want to start with, Jared?
I want to ask him this because he's not a pro sports guy. He's strictly college. So when these guys leave, they completely are they don't exist to you?
It's a terrible question.
I know.
When they leave to go pro?
Yeah.
When they leave to go pro. Yeah, I mean, if it's somebody that I'm aware of and interested in, I might follow them a little bit. But I've been looking at some pro rosters lately, MLB and NBA, and I don't know 80% or 90% of the people. I don't know who they are.
I agree, and I hope that's about to change thanks to NIL and those things. Because again, I looked at the mock draft and I recognize every first round name just about. There's not a lot of foreign guys because even the foreign guys are coming over here to play college basketball now. Oh. So at least I'm going to recognize players in the NBA draft because there has been a long stretch where I did not know a lot of the names being picked in the top 10, Mac.
Yeah, unless you were a Fran Fraschilla follower, you didn't know. He keeps up with it pretty good. But yeah, I didn't know a whole lot of them. And of course, I think you'll know more because more of them, rather than being drafted, will come over here first. I think you'll be more familiar with some of the international names going forward, though.
Mac, we played some Cliff Godwin comments. I mean, it hasn't been a great Pirate baseball season. It hasn't been bad by any stretch of the imagination. They are right there in the mix for the conference and have an RPI in the low 40s. So they're doing fine. It's just not an elite ECU team. And Cliff Godwin's been a little edgy this year and said that, if any other coaching staff had this many injuries, they've won about 12 games this year. He made that comment. And there was also a reference to him flipping a water cooler as if that would help change things. He said he broke his clipboard in the state game and it didn't lead to a win. First of all, with Mac, somebody asked in the chat, Hunter, he wanted to know if Coach Mack has ever flipped a cooler. Mac, did you ever do any Bob Knight type stuff in the locker room or at practice to get the guys going?
Yeah, I bought North Charleston High School a new dry erase board one time. That needed to be replaced when we were playing the Citadel at a high school gym because of their gym being renovated. I threw a cooler or attempted to throw a cooler, at least emptied a cooler at Southwest Louisiana, which is Louisiana Lafayette now, during a tournament down there. I've broken quite a few of the little dry erase boards, either on the sideline or in the locker room. And the one that the players remember the most was we used to host 2 on-campus tournaments, which, was a great deal, for scheduling because that's 4 games you don't have to return. And unfortunately, in the bigger tournament, we lost in the championship game, and we were presented handsomely the second place trophy for the first time in my tenure there. And the team meeting room was previously a big, a locker room, and it had a restroom in the back of it, but the wall didn't go all the way to the ceiling. And I managed to toss the second place trophy over that, which I think shocked them, and still is something they talk about today.
I like that spirit, Mac. I can relate to that story. I was in Battle of the Bands in high school, and my band, the Lads, finished second at the Attic. And we took our second place trophy and threw it down the alley outside the Attic. So I can relate to that story.
That was nice, and it was actually kind of iconic until I realized that our biggest sponsor was the sponsor of the tournament. And, I don't know that they were thrilled with what I did.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those sponsors. East Carolina added one, if not two, portal guys. Three, Jerry?
Three.
Okay.
A guy from California University of Pennsylvania.
Huh?
California University of Pennsylvania.
I don't know about that.
He's a JUCO guy. I don't know if that's how you say it, but let's see. The other one, Charleston
Wait,
Southern.
are you just trying to do a CUP joke?
No.
CUPUI?
No.
Okay. We'll go through the guys in a moment, but I did want to talk about this. ECU did add Nick Matson and Andre Gray to its staff. Do you know either one of those guys, Mac?
I know Andre very well, and he is a very nice guy. You'll enjoy having him on. He'll talk. He'll give you some long answers, and I think Andre, I believe, has worked at every school in the state of North Carolina.
He's got a hell of a local Carolina resume, that's for sure.
It's like he's working on that retirement and that how many years you can put in the state system, I think. But he was in Western Carolina last year. Saw him. I had him in a game. He was with Tim Kraft. Used to be on Coach Lebo's staff, and Andre's a good guy. And who was the other guy they had?
Nick Matson.
Nick Matson. He was here. He went to Texas. Went to New Mexico State. Would you have put this on the release? I'm curious. So it says Matson returns to Greenville after spending 2 seasons at Texas, 1 year at New Mexico State. He helped guide the Aggies to a 16-16 mark and a quarterfinal appearance in the Conference USA basketball tournament. Is that
the resume? The bios on websites have gotten really interesting. They kind of break down every single year you've been there and any of the players on the team that had success. And I just chuckle when I read some of the bios. I really want to know who you are, where you've been briefly, and where you went to school and family. That's all I really want to know when I look at it. But some of the bios are just incredible if you go around and look at some websites. But
my favorite is when you're the water boy for the 2009 Cavaliers, and it'll say 15 years later, help guide LeBron James to a Hall of Fame career.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not trying to crap on the hire, obviously, but it's just like, guys, get excited.
Oh.
He won 16 games.
Oh. I was talking about the bio.
I would not put that in the bio.
Yeah.
Not his.
Help lead them to, I guess it's saying East Carolina didn't make their conference tournament. This guy got his team to the quarterfinals. So maybe that's it. That could be it. I don't know. All right, Mack McCarthy joining us. We were going to ask too, Mac. I'll be honest. We were making some old man jokes before we got you on, because we were going to talk about if you read anything about yourself online while you were coaching, and we don't know if you coached in the online era.
Yeah.
No, there were no computers. No.
Maybe read some criticism of yourself on a stone tablet.
A pigeon flew in your window with some bad words about your game.
Dearest Mac.
Dearest.
I have looked at the Wikipedia page after I got out of coaching, just because somebody would say, that something was on there or something was inaccurate and that kind of thing. But no, I don't spend much time Googling myself. I lived it, unfortunately.
Who do you think made your Wikipedia page, Mac? That was me. No, I'm just kidding.
Because you would have highlighted all the losses.
Mack McCarthy 2-5 in the NCAA tournament.
They made
that
it.
is 2 more than any other coach in ECU history.
Yeah.
So still looking to get back there, Mac. All right, Coach. Let's talk a little NASCAR. Then we'll take a break and we'll come back. We've got a guest coming up this week, Max. Shane Perry. Hold on, not yet. Shane Perry, who is a former ECU football player, now a jackman, and he was the jackman in the truck race this past weekend, and for Rick Ware Racing yesterday.
There was no truck race this weekend. He has been
10-4. Thank you. So he did just one thing this weekend. That was the Cup race, and I guess his driver's in the news, Jared.
Yeah, he was the jackman for Cody Ware, who drew the caution late in the race, and Denny Hamlin was not happy.
Oh, good. We'll have something to talk about him with on Wednesday.
Yeah, that was a little controversial, a little spin. He didn't really block traffic, but it did occur right in front of the leaders. And NASCAR continues to be a little bit inconsistent with those things, although they've gotten better at not throwing the flag for every single little incident. I will say that.
Well, Matt, I mean, the big story coming out of yesterday, Tyler Reddick, 5 wins in 9 races. He's on pace to win 20. Now, obviously, that's absurd. It's not going to happen. But do you think he can break or even tie Richard Petty and Jeff Gordon?
No. There's too much competition, and they'll catch up. And, the Chevrolets haven't been a big factor. The Fords were awful yesterday. Toyota's kind of had their way with everybody, and they've been running at the front for the most part, except for a few exceptions. But the others are going to catch up. Ford and Chevy are spending too much money to run in the second half of the top 10 all year.
Were we talking about Jordan on this show Friday? Or I remember talking about his...
Because I said he was a terrible basketball owner, but he's been great at everything else.
Yeah.
And another example of that yesterday.
Explain that. Unbelievable as a player, terrible as an owner with the Hornets. But goodness gracious, he partnered with the right guy in Denny Hamlin, and they've done an incredible job.
Mac, this getting away from the 23-11 and just yesterday's race in general, how is RCR just bad in everything, in every series?
One thing, a couple different things. I think Richard, and this is just my opinion. I don't know anything on the inside, but I think he got into making money instead of really trying to win races. And I know he's a competitor and all that, but it also, in hindsight, it makes you really appreciate what Earnhardt did to raise the competence and the competitiveness of that organization, because they have as soon as Harvick came and kept them afloat a while. They had Jeff Burton over there a little bit. They had Boyer over there a little bit. But as soon as those guys left, they haven't done anything. And I won't say it coincided with sticking Austin Dillon in the 3, but it coincided with sticking Austin Dillon in the 3.
I like that. That was good. I just hate that this is how we're going to end a great career from Kyle Busch. Hopefully he's in a different car next year, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It's just kind of sad.
Yeah, and he probably will try to go somewhere else, but are you going to spend a lot of money on him? And at this point, he probably doesn't need the money, but his ego will still demand the money. It's going to be a really interesting end to his career, because it is just pitiful right now.
Mack McCarthy joining us. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got a college football question. Jamie wants to know, Mack, if you've been following it, who did the most in the portal as far as college football, the biggest moves, the biggest winners. We'll see if you have an answer for that. And more with Coach Mack McCarthy on a Monday. Back with you after this.
It's bow time. Remember those bologna biscuits you grew up on? Well, they're back and better than ever at Bojangles. Bite into a Southern tradition with our new fried bologna biscuit. It's a thick slice of savory bologna seared and served hot off the griddle on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. And right now, you can get 2 of them for just $5. But hurry in. This deal is only available for a limited time, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
The time to save is now during the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. After 89 years in business, they're closing their doors forever. Now, additional discounts have been taken on all remaining Serta mattresses. Every Serta mattress in every size and comfort level, all priced to sell immediately. You'll never ever see Serta mattresses at such drastically low prices again. Hurry to the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture, 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington-Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington-Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
This is Jeremy Lewis, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation, can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with Mack McCarthy, Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. Coach Mack, question from Jamie. Oh, he was asking a college basketball question. Have you followed the basketball portal at all? Coach Mack, is his pot pulled up? It is?
There we go.
Hey.
There you go. My fault. I muted you so you didn't hear me messing around.
Oh, okay. What you doing over there?
Yeah, just scrambling around the house.
I thought it was we can do football and basketball, but Jamie was asking for basketball. Have you followed the portal here the last week or so?
Yeah, incredibly, it's good that it came from Jamie because they have done well in both basketball.
Oh, that's why he asked. Well, never mind. I don't care.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They Louisville hit a couple home runs early on in the basketball portal, but Indiana went deep, including getting the best player from Notre Dame and several others. They got 6 new players. I don't even know how they convinced them all that they're going to start, but they've gotten 6 out of the portal, and all of them are outstanding players. And, of course, in football, they continue to do a great job in the portal. One of the better quarterbacks, Hoover, and one of the better receivers. I keep thinking of the kid's name from Michigan State. But in football, you had the usual suspects. Texas Tech is spending money like crazy. Texas has always spent money like crazy. LSU did a really good job. A couple surprises in the football portal. Kentucky really did a nice job. They got 2 or 3 of the best offensive linemen that were available.
Who's their coach, Mac? Who took over for Stoops? Kentucky football coach. Oh, Will Stein. Okay.
Oh yeah. From Oregon.
Yeah, when you said Stoops, I'm still thinking
Bob.
Kansas. What the hell? Who left Kansas? That was a long time ago. But yeah, Stein came from Oregon, and he did a really good job. And my guys in Blacksburg actually did really well. Of course, almost all their transfers came. Most of them came from Penn State, which was pretty good, although they did get a couple highly rated kids. They got one of the best corners from Troy, a kid named Jaquez White. So, and of course, they made news with their spring game, not for the game itself, but for one of the paratroopers slamming into the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Breaking the scoreboard and getting injured and delaying the game for an hour and a half.
He was up there for what, 20 minutes?
Oh, yeah, at least. 20. He was up there 20 minutes after the fire trucks got there. It took them a while to get there because they bought the wrong truck. Then they had to go get the right truck. So, welcome to Blacksburg, Coach Franklin.
Man, Mac, do you remember in the '90s, Fan Man went into the boxing ring? Was it like Riddick Bowe in Holyfield or somebody? But he went in. I guess it was a open roof arena or whatever they were stadium they were fighting in. And he went in there and got caught up in the ropes during the fight. Oh man,
it's crazy. I was just listening to a podcast with Bill Simmons and Nick Kahn last week, and they were talking about this.
About Fan Man?
The exact same conversation. Not referencing the Virginia Tech thing, obviously, but it's insane. Yeah. I'm like, did I listen to this podcast with Clip? Where you wanted to bring it up?
I love Fan Man.
And the Simpsons episode.
Are you a wrestling guy, Jared?
Yeah. A little bit. I mean, not as much as I once was.
Well, I've got a question for both of you, because I assume you are, you brought that up, Clip.
Why? Because I'm a redneck? A fat redneck? Is that what you're saying?
No, because you brought it up. You brought up the
Well, this was boxing, not wrestling. This was boxing.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, sort of. Sort of the same thing. Not really. I don't understand. I mean, we all know that wrestling is very popular. We understand why it's popular, but we also understand that it's not real. And why is there an inordinate amount of coverage on ESPN's website with wrestling?
Because now
they have it.
Yeah, ESPN bought their rights for their pay-per-views, so now you have to get the $30 a month ESPN Unlimited. And it's like, I was trying to watch WrestleMania yesterday. They had the first hour on for free, and my buddy's like, oh, I have it. And then we go into the ESPN app, and it's like, no, you don't have it. And then he goes and checks his statement from them charging him, and he's like, no, I have it. And they're like, no, you don't. So it's the most impossible thing to watch. So you essentially just have to not watch it or pirate it, which not condoning that.
You know what's strange, Mac? And
just to promote, they just cover it to promote their own inventory.
100%.
Yeah. And I mean, from reports, it's like they have buyer's remorse. They're getting involved in the product. Like it's.
Well, there's a reason it's gone from network to network over the years, right? Like it was on USA forever, and then it went to Fox. And
yeah, because money.
But I guess there's some remorse involved if it keeps flipping back to new places. I don't know. Mac, here's what's weird though. Interviewing a wrestler. So we've done it when they came to Minji's a couple times. I was able to interview Cesaro, which was cool. We had, I think, Natalia, is that her name? One of the Heart. But anyway, and I still don't know the proper protocol. Am I talking to the character or the person? I kind of mixed in both in the interview, and I still don't know how to exactly do it. You know, it would be like if you interview an actor, you know you're talking to Tom Hanks. I'm not talking to the guy.
Yeah, you're not talking to Forrest Gump. You're talking to Tom Hanks.
But when I'm interviewing a wrestler, I don't know who I'm talking to.
But yeah, are you talking to Natalia Neidhart or are you talking to Natalia Hart?
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
You talking to Jarrett Watkins? You talking to J-Bone? It's crazy. They blurred the lines.
Oh, man. Mac, I figured a guy like you, a southern-ish guy, would like some wrestling, some Dusty Rhodes or something back in the day.
Yeah, never really. You know, and it's funny because my teams at East Tennessee and Auburn and Chattanooga, they were into it now, and we would run into them all the time.
At the airport
in Huntington, West Virginia, and in Charlotte and Charleston, and we would play in some of the same arenas. So you know, we'd be there, and they would have just wrestled the night before, or they're going to wrestle the next night. And our players were very excited about it. It's just strange to me. And I know it says Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, but come on, man.
Yeah.
That's what it stands for.
You never knew?
No.
Mac, did Jody Jones work here when you were here?
Oh, yeah.
And you know how nice of a guy he was and never got angry at anything.
Very nice.
There was a couple of guys on the basketball team. Michelle and Ziggy was a super fan. Andre Washington, big center, was also a wrestling fan. And I invited them to come on and talk wrestling during the off season. And it was not basketball related at all. We did the show on Pirate Radio, and Jody called me and he said, "Clip, you ever do anything like that again, you're cut off. You're not." And if anybody says that to me, I would be like, oh no. But it was Jody Jones saying it. The only time he's ever got angry at anybody, and it happened to be me that day. But other than that, me and Jody are good. But yeah.
He's like best friends with my buddy's dad.
Jody Jones?
Yeah.
Great dude. One of the nicest people ever.
I've not seen him mad.
Lucky, I only saw it once, and it was enough to scare me for life.
Last year when we were in Conway, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, we're gonna have to take your credential away. Like you were doing this, this, and this." And I got wide eyed. I'm like, "Well, I just like been working here for 5 months." I'm like, "What the hell?" He's like, "Oh no. Daryl told me to screw with you." I'm like, "Daryl who?" He's like, "Daryl Pay." I was like, "I didn't know you guys knew each other."
I didn't know Jody was a big jokester either. So that's pretty funny. All right, Mac, you don't watch the NFL, but the NFL draft is coming up, so you have watched the players that are involved in this draft. Go ahead. Look, everybody throws out predictions, whether it's fair or not. What kind of pro is Fernando going to be for Jarrett's Raiders? What do you think Mendoza does in the NFL?
Well, I think individually he's going to be pretty good, but you know better than the people that you got surrounding you, and they've kind of messed that up a little bit. But I think he's going to be good. The kind of person he is makes it easier to kind of lean forward and say, "Hey, you know, he's special and he's going to do great things." And I hope that works out. But we already know some of the best quarterbacks in the league haven't necessarily been great people, aside from being able to throw a football or read a defense. But I'm rooting for him because he does seem like a great story.
Hall of Famer. They have surrounded him with a lot of pieces.
Well, I like that they've
pieces.
got a young coach joining him, and they are tied together. So there's not like he'll learn from this guy a year and get fired situation.
Yeah, and we talked to Emory Hunt, spoiler. He said, hey, they got better on both sides of the ball. I'm down on the wide receiver room. He's very high on him, which, I think there's a lot more moves to be made there. But you got Brock Bowers, you got Ashton Jeanty. There's a plethora of things to be excited for if you're a Raider fan.
Mac, does Jeremiah Love jump off the page enough to be a top 5 pick? A lot of these teams and organizations treat running backs like a snack or something. Like, this will be good now, but I don't want this tomorrow. I'll find another one, a cheaper one or whatever. Like, so is Jeremiah Love good enough to use that top pick on for your organization?
I say yes. I think he is. I think he's a little more exceptional than the standard best running back coming out, and I think he's going to your Commanders.
I don't know how I'd feel. I'd love to have that weapon, but it almost, I don't know. It feels like
I think he's going to Tennessee.
The best running back and the guy next best could be further along than some other positions. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but when's Tennessee pick?
4.
And
I mean, I think they've done enough around Cam to where it's just like, all right, here's your guy now.
Mac, do you have? I don't. You probably haven't looked at a mock draft, but like, who are the best college football players in your mind? I mean, who do we got, Jarrett? Carnell Tate, I guess, is the top receiver out there. Sonny Styles and Reuben Dane on the defensive side. Downs, a safety from Ohio State. Like, do you have a guy that you would want on your NFL team that's in this draft?
I think Downs is unbelievable, and I know you can overpay for a safety, and maybe he slips a little bit, but I think he is. I thought he was the best football player that maybe the last 2 years might have been the best football player, and of course he was playing. He was on a team where they had the best defensive player in the country and maybe the best offensive player in the country in the wide receiver Smith.
Caleb Downs. All right, the pick for Mac. Mac, good stuff, man. Enjoyed it.
Thank you, guys.
We hit on everything today, man. We got it all covered.
Thanks again, Jared, on the win.
Do what? Oh, congrats on the win. Hey, to you as well in your secret made-up league.
Brian Meador was looking really upset earlier today. All right, Mac. Thank you, man. We'll see you.
See y'all.
There he is, Mack McCarthy joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. We'll take a break, talk some Pirate Spring football when we return. We'll hear from Blake Harrell, Mitch Griffiths, and Emory Williams, and then we'll hear from another Emory Hunt, coming up hour 2, as well as we talk NFL draft, ECU football, and more. Back with you, football, hour 2 after this.
Hey, Pirate Nation! It's your Pirate Cyclist Tony, inviting you to join us in Greenville's 21st annual Ride of Silence on May 20th at 6 p.m. starting from the Greenville Bicycle Company located on Clark Street. This ride honors cyclists who have been involved in accidents in the past year while riding their bikes. The ride will be a slow 10-mile event with a police escort, and riders are required to wear helmets. For more information, please visit the Greenville Bicycle Company Facebook page, and we'll see you on May 20th.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr! Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. You can grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday, which is a huge 38-ounce lime margarita. Wednesdays, Mexican imports are only $3.49, and on Thursdays is half-priced house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Sorry for my... I did a feminine throat clear to come back on.
A lot of mine have been.
What do we got? Is there some kind of pollen or allergies? What's going on?
No.
Nothing?
Just nothing.
My throat
a
is...
cold front, I believe. But now a different front. It's going to be 90 on a couple days from now.
Man.
I just said about 8 different things.
You did. I don't know what my throat's feeling closed for.
It's just that time of the year, man. Everybody's going to get sick.
Yeah.
People going to die.
Oh, yeah. Every day. But a new life comes into this earth as well. And much like sports, one season in, one season out. Spring football season has come and gone. But we will wrap it up here today and this week on Pirate Radio Live. First of all, what did you think of Saturday as a whole?
Not a fan. There was like...
I didn't hate it.
Me neither. I loved the receiver DB one-on-one.
So to explain... I didn't know if I was late or early or on time because when I got there, I'm trying to think of they were doing the, what do you call it?
Scuttle drill. Scuttle. Yeah, that was awesome.
Which seems like that would be like the last thing you would do at practice. But
everybody kill each other.
They were hitting hard at 1 o'clock out at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. Boy, we got a huge chuckle when fourth string quarterback.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Cole Hodge.
Cole Hodge was the runner in the scuttle, where you've got 3 on offense, 3 on defense, and when the whistle blows, offense tries to run in a touchdown, defense tries to destroy the ball carrier.
Yeah, I was standing there with Dugan Lloyd, WITN Sports, and they said Cole Hodge, and he's like, don't they mean Connor Hodge? I was like, no, he just went. It has to be Cole Hodge. Do you see that black jersey quarterback? They went a little softer on him. They didn't hit him as hard as they were hitting everybody else.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a reason for that. A quarterback, smaller guy. But they were laying it down. Their defense was laying it down.
It was, I thought that was entertaining. And then they went to like some, receiver versus DB drills.
Yeah, that was fun. A lot of one-on-ones, good defense, some spectacular catches, landing sides, got loose, like 10 yards separation. That was fun.
I'll tell you what, what's his name? Melvin?
Jeremiah Melvin.
Yeah.
He made a spectacular catch. But also, he had one where it's like, it was a 50-50 ball. He's looking right at it. Then he turns his head, and the ball just hits him in the side of the head. It's like, you had a shot at that.
He got me a little excited, though. He knows my type, a tall, lanky receiver, and he made a great one-handed catch, one-armed catch on the sideline.
And I get it's just spring, like maybe these numbers will change, but Landon Sides being like 25, Jeremiah Melvin being 21, it's like, where a receiver number?
Yeah,
this
but
just looks
there's
odd.
almost no such thing in college football.
Yeah.
And now even in the NFL.
True.
For years it was 80s, and then they would go to the teens, and then all the cool receivers started wearing teens, and now they wear single digits and all kinds of stuff.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
Yeah, that is one change the NFL made that I don't like. I don't like that you can pick whatever number you want. I want to go back to, I know what position you are.
If we're going to do this, why not have a quarterback wear 42? Let's just get weird if we're going to get weird.
Doug Flutie got weird. He wore 22 as a quarterback.
But yeah, back to spring. I thought the officiating was absolutely awful. Standing there with Luke Schwartz, WCTI Sports, and there's a pass to a tight end in the end zone that clearly bounces off the ground and then lands in the guy's arms. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, hey, we're gonna run this back. Maybe see like a fourth and goal from the 5, little situational football here. Nope, ref goes like this, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And Luke Schwartz says, it's just a spring game, like calm down. And I'm like, okay, well, if they're gonna throw flags during a one-on-one drill, let's call that incomplete.
Well, you have to throw flags during that one-on-one drill because they were egregious. They were grabbing the receivers out there and stuff.
Yeah, but if we're going to, hey, it's just spring football, Clip, calm down. If we're going to be that dialed in to where it's a one-on-one drill.
He missed a call.
He's right in front. I'm standing in the same spot as him. Open your eyes, Blue.
Play's over. Nothing you can do about it now.
I was mad. That really pissed me off, man.
Should have stopped the whole thing. You should have brought your own whistle out there.
Well, and also, grow a backbone. He's, caving into the O-line. It's like, oh, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. It's like, of course they're saying that's a touchdown. That's their team.
That's why I could never ref. I'd be scared of the players.
Now, yeah, I would be. Those guys are 6'6", 300 pounds. But, man.
Yeah.
Stand your ground.
So they did a bunch of drills and then went to a red zone portion to determine who won the spring game, offense or defense. And came down to a field goal, a chip shot field goal, which was yanked by Andrew Conrad, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah. And the defense ended up winning thanks to a short missed field goal. I'll tell you what, and even as a non-athletic kid, I would never go inside on a miss, from shooting basketball in the driveway.
Absolutely not.
You gotta leave. They're leaving spring on a missed chip shot field goal. It's just not a great vibe, but it was for the defense. I guess they get the win.
Yeah, stand tall.
So
hey, Andrew Conrad probably went out to the practice field, got some more in. He didn't leave on a miss.
Maybe.
But
he left Dowdy Ficklin Stadium on a miss, unless he was there kicking over our heads when we were doing interviews, which I don't think he was. So there was that standout. Oh, I jotted down a few notes. Nothing major. But my guy, trivia veteran at this point, Brandon Best.
Better than the rest.
Brandon Best. No, he was going against star guys, but Preston Carr is a big fella with that can move mountains and men. Brandon Best stonewalled him and everybody else he faced on the one-on-one O-line, D-line drills.
Yeah.
And he was playing center, which to my understanding, I heard in the press box, I don't know if this is true, but this came from an ECU person. They had 9 healthy offensive linemen. So if you're asking why they didn't do a traditional spring game, maybe there's your answer.
Yeah, that's what just talking to people on the sidelines, they were like, yeah, there's not enough healthy guys for 2 teams.
So that would be a legitimate reason for that. Jeremiah Melvin, just for the spectacular stuff he did. Although I didn't notice him a lot on the offense versus defense stuff at the end. I don't think he made any plays there.
Yeah.
Ray looks really fast. I like Ray.
Yeah, like Ray and Brock didn't really stand out to it. I mean, I know what Brock can do.
Yeah.
And all I've heard about is Ray Joseph. So it's like, I want to see everybody else who I don't know. And so I think it's kind of good they didn't stand out to me. And they were also in the slot running short routes a lot of the time. And I was looking for the deep pass.
So. We were commenting in the press box that Mason Brown made his most athletic play as a tight end.
Yeah.
And looked like Chris Cooley for you old Washington fans on a catch and run he had during the one-on-one drills. Punts were pretty bad. Our guy, Thomas O'Halloran, had looked better than the other punter, I thought.
They almost killed Brian Bailey. Twice. Brian Bailey almost got killed twice. In the scuttle drill and on a punt.
But he survived. Mitch Griffiths looked good, I thought.
Yeah, no real notes on the quarterbacks. I mean, there were some drops, which I wouldn't put on them. There were some tip balls. Trey Burke did throw an absolute dead duck interception, which I've given him a lot of praise. But he's a true freshman, so not going to really hold too much to that.
Something else happened on that play. I don't remember if it was a holding. I think it was holding. Or either the defensive guy got to him and it would have been a sack. But on that one he had a pick on, like, it was already blown up. It was just a bad play.
I would say Emory, we've talked about a lot of Mitch Griffiths using his legs, getting out of situations. Emory looked good being with his mobility. It's more functional mobility. But I thought I was impressed with both of them.
I like that we have 2 different distinct quarterbacks because – Garcia and Hauser felt so similar, kind of. You can tell Griffiths is the old guy in the locker room and has been around the block, and Emory is the younger, fresher face.
Yeah.
Kind of just, not that he's under Griffiths' wings or anything, but it just feels like Mitch is a lot further along with the playbook and everything. So it's 2 distinct, I feel like, signal callers.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been on the Emory Williams bandwagon. I think I'm getting closer to the Mitch Griffiths one. Heard a good stuff, white boy. Him to another white person, either Landon Sides or Brock Spalding.
Okay.
Heard that, and I was like, yeah, this guy gets it.
He gets that guy is white?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hear what Blake Harrell had to say, his opening comments on our new Blue Pirate report as he talked after the spring game.
Hey, what an awesome weekend. We were definitely fired up for it. I think it started yesterday for me. We have football this weekend. We have baseball going on, softball going on, a lot of different events, barbecue as well. And it started me with honoring Big Guy and his celebration yesterday and his retirement. And just a shout out to him. I think 36 years of service here at East Carolina and the impact he's had on this university, this athletic program, and this community. So we just say thank you and a huge shout out to him. And then last night, just watching the contestants with the barbecue kickoff with the parade of pigs and all those things. Just awesome to be a part of that and be a part of a community and a university that cares about this place and football in general. When I pulled into the parking lot at 7 a.m. this morning, there's a huge line out here for the apparel sale and just people energized and juiced up for that. And our autograph signing, you got a band out there, got the Pepsi truck out there. So shout out to Minji's and those folks who make that happen. And that just makes me think about all the people who make this thing go. A lot of times we think it's just the players in the spring game or the coaches or this or that. but there's so many people around here that plays a part in making things special in Dowdy-Ficklin, making this experience special. Thank you to our fans that come out, and really appreciate those people that make that happen. Talked to our players just then about our goal for the spring was, we had a starting point, and the time we got finished on April 18th is did we get better every single day? And I think we did, and obviously we got a long ways to go before September. We're only halfway through our off-season training. We divide into 4 quarters. We're right now at halftime. The third quarter will be our summer training. You guys heard me say before, with the fourth quarter being preseason camp. So looking forward to pushing ahead and seeing how much better we can get between now and September. I think we're moving in the right direction. We finished the day with a little red zone opportunity there. Defense won it last time. I thought offense is going to win it today. And there's so many valuable lessons every time you touch the grass of how you can learn from the game. I just told the offense that we got to convert, put those things into touchdowns. Defensively, we got to hold up and not give up big plays and keep the field goals there, and that will help us win games.
There is Blake Harrell. More of that later on in today's show from Coach Harrell. Let's hear a comment from the quarterbacks. I asked Mitch Griffiths his relationship with the offensive coordinator, Jordan Davis, and how comfortable he is with him and the playbook. Cut 3.
Me and Coach Davis are real tight. I'm super thankful for him. He's the reason why I'm here. My offensive coordinator at Texas Tech is a guy I really respect and really love playing for, and they're super tight, really good buddies. I'm pretty sure they're in each other's weddings. So when this opportunity came up, my coordinator at Texas Tech told me I need to go play for JD. So I love playing for JD. He's like a big brother to me, so I'm super thankful for him.
All right, Mitch might go in the Mike Schwartz category of elite question answerer.
Yeah.
I thought he was great answering the questions.
A lot of respect.
Emory Williams.
I saw Mike Schwartz in the game. I didn't say anything to him, but
Mike was locking down portal guys.
I don't know if it's a guy that committed already or it's a guy we're hosting on a visit, but as I'm leaving Clark LeClaire Stadium, this old white man's in front of me, and he goes up to the recruit or commit or whatever. He goes, "You don't play basketball, do you?"
Classic. I bet he's the funniest guy at the lodge.
How about them Pirates, baby?
Cut 4 from Emory Williams, and we'll run cut 5 right after it, Shirley. What are some of the things you do well that you bring to the quarterback battle? Cut 4.
I think staying in the pocket, going through reads, that's something I was always taught and trained at my old school. And I think that's something that I can do really well is sit in the pocket, go through reads, not get flustered easily. And that's probably, I would say, one of the things I can do really, really well.
And then cut 5, he was asked about how he and Mitch push each other, and he talked about some of the things Griffiths did well.
I think some things Mitch does really well. I think he's a great improviser. I think he can get out of the pocket and make plays, and so that raises me, that challenges me to sort of do the same and get out and be able to extend plays with my feet and my legs. And it's the age-old saying, iron sharpens iron. So I'll say that. Yeah.
New Blue Pirate Report, Blake Harrell, Mitch Griffiths, Emory Williams. We'll hear more from those guys coming up later on this show and this week on Pirate Radio Live. Go to callnublue.com if you have issues with cooling, heating, plumbing, electrical. They can take care of you. Let's take a time out, and we'll talk more football with another Emory Hunt, CBS Sports HQ, as he joins us to talk NFL draft and more. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
The 2026 Mack Bear Hodges Music Festival is back on April 25th starting at 3:30 p.m. Join us for a night of river, rhythm, and blues, all in the heart of downtown Washington. From incredible bands to great food, cold drinks, and good vibes all day long, this is the event you don't want to miss. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come experience the sound, energy, and the legacy of the ultimate ECU Pirate fan, Mack Bear Hodges. Mark your calendar and make plans now. The 2026 Mack Bear Hodges Music Festival, where the music lives on.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Pirate
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and spare change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest, April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This April, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2026.
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fifth Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice-cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fifth Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
This is Josh Moylan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women. Whether it's dressed casual or even a formal occasion, Russell's has you covered. They've served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington, a proud part of Pirates Supporting Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Barak.
Hey, Brett, meet the Mets. How's the Mets doing? The Braves are...
Come on down and beat the Mets. They stink.
Braves just swept the Phillies. Atlanta's 5 games up, 22 games into the season. That's tough to do. But the NL East outside of Atlanta and kind of the Marlins stink right now. Hearing Josh Moylan made me realize, Shirley, that we need to play our Pirates in the pros. We'll get to that in a moment. But right now, my chat with Emory Hunt from CBS Sports HQ. We talked NFL draft, a little ECU football, a little, hey, any of these Pirates going to be playing on Sundays? He had an interesting answer, one that would fire me up. So here is my chat and J-Bone with Emory Hunt. All right, Emory Hunt. F-Ball Game Plan, CBS Sports HQ, joining us once again on Pirate Radio. Emory, great to have you on. How you doing, man?
Always a pleasure, Clip, man. Appreciate you bringing me on the show.
And when you come on, that means we're about to start a college football season, or there's something to talk about in the football world. And this week, it's the NFL draft. And I always say, Emory, when you come on, you cover it all, and that's FCS, FBS, on through the NFL. So you probably know some diamonds in the rough in this draft. Maybe we can talk about that. But our producer, Jarrett, is a Raiders fan. He's on the clock. He's ready for Fernando Mania. And what do you think about Fernando Mendoza and how he's going to translate to the NFL with the Raiders?
I thought the Raiders had arguably the best offseason because they've added so much talent on both sides of the ball. I think they've improved the offensive line. I was a big fan of Spencer Burford and what he did at UTSA and what he was doing already in the league. And now you look at the offensive line in a better state than it was. You add, obviously, the big one, Tyler Linderbaum, on the interior, so your O-line got better. And on defense, you bring in a Quay Walker, you bring in a Kobe Dean, and on top of the fact you get to keep Max Crosby. I feel like this is a team that's ready to help foster in a young quarterback who has a high floor. Now, he may not have the wowing traits, but he's someone that won't get you beat, and he's someone that can play his 111 like he did at Indiana, and that's winning football, in my opinion, for the Raiders.
Emory, the one thing the Raiders don't have to, make sure Fernando succeeds is a wide receiver. What do you think will be available at pick 36? Is it Omar Cooper? Is it Casey Concepcion? Who do you think is going to fall there to him?
Well, I think they have some good options already in tow. When you think about, Thornton, who they drafted last year, I like Brett Besh. Whom they already had last year. And when you look at Trey Tucker, another one that can really fly, on top of the fact they have, two excellent tight ends and obviously Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. There's a lot of double names on this doggone team, by the way. So, so it's a tongue twister, but they got some good options. But if we're looking at the second round, depending on how the draft falls, I would even throw in a Chris Brazzell from Tennessee, kind of like Thornton, whom they drafted last year, tall guy that could fly. But Casey Concepcion would be a good one. So, there's some good options. Bryce Lance, another one that I'm a big fan of out of North Dakota State, 6'3", 205, catch and run guy. So, like I said, the Raiders, they're sitting in the catbird seat because of what they've done in free agency and where they are selecting in the draft. Obviously, we know what pick one is, but, man, they can really get legitimately scary if they're able to nail the draft this offseason.
We were looking the other day at the Trevor Lawrence year. What year was that, Jarrett?
21.
21. And quarterbacks went 1, 2, 3, and it just kind of shows when you're not a team that needs a quarterback, man, you can really stack talent. And everybody that went after those QBs, picks 4 through 15, has just about been a Pro Bowler already. How about this year, Emory? Like, when does the second quarterback go? Do you think there's a trade up? Does a team with a quarterback need to trade up? So when does Simpson or the next QB come off the board?
I would say they're going to come off the board in the first round, but I want the league to show the same restraint that they showed in 2022 when the one went, and that was debatable, in Kenny Pickett, and the next one didn't go in round 3, because you don't need to force the quarterback pick. So if I had my ideal world, they'd go in the second round as opposed to trading assets to get up in the first round to get the guy, whoever the second quarterback may be, because now you're putting that pressure on that player. There's nothing wrong with taking a quarterback outside the first round and having him, like I said earlier, play his 111 and play well. We've seen second round quarterbacks thrive in this league, and they will continue to thrive because just how talented these teams and these players are. But when you force a pick based off quote unquote positional value, that's when you get into trouble, like Pittsburgh did back in 2022.
Where do you think Ty Simpson goes? Do you think it's Cardinals, Jets, really a 2-horse race, or do you think somebody like the Rams could take Ty Simpson?
Rams, Steelers, Cardinals, Jets are all, options for Ty Simpson. If he's not my second quarterback, my second quarterback is Taylor Green. So trying to find a spot for a guy that I feel like has some sort of the same skill set as a Garrett Nussmeier, more of a, solid player. That's why it's tough for me to formulate statements when I don't believe in the guy as a first round talent. But in terms of, fit, those teams that I mentioned definitely will need a quarterback, and they have good spots. If we're talking the Jets, if we're talking the Rams, uh, Cardinals, they got to get stuff right with with Jacoby Brissett, and then that would become a good option because you don't want to throw Ty Simpson out there right away. You kind of want him to, you know, get acclimated to the system, work behind the scenes on any technical issues you may find, and therefore when he steps out, if the team is good, like the Jets could potentially be with the talent they've added. Cardinals, I've always thought drafted well, rather well the last 3 to 4 years. And the Rams are the Rams. They're going to always have a good team as long as McVay and Les Snead is there. So those are good spots to foster a quarterback that will need a little bit more time to get where you want him to be.
Emory Hunt joining us. Emory, fascinated to see what happens with Jeremiah Love and seeing his name, down to 7 with the Commanders if he's still on the board. But is he taken before then? What do you think these teams do with the prize running back sitting out there?
He's one of those blue chip players, an elite playmaker. So, if you want to take him wherever you want to take him, I fully support that because that's the type of back you take in round one, high in round one, one that can legitimately score from anywhere on the field. Those game breakers never really left the space. I know people love to backtrack smooth like and backpedal smooth like Deion Sanders when they talk about, well, maybe the running back position is back in vogue. No, it's always been in vogue. It's just that game breakers always go before average backs. Yeah, you don't take any running back in round one, but those special ones you always take in round one because those are the ones that can hit the home run anytime they touch the ball.
Big move made, and now the Giants with 2 of the top 10 picks, Emory. So, first of all, what did you think of that blockbuster a few days before the draft, and what does that mean for New York's draft coming up Thursday night?
It's interesting because I've been saying, man, Sonny Styles would be ideal for them. That would give them a suffocating front seven, but that was under the assumption that Dexter Lawrence will be right there in the middle.
Right.
So now without Dexter Lawrence, you got to, Sonny Styles is cool, but now you still have to find a nose tackle. I know they may sign DJ Reader, and there's opportunities to draft, a Caden McDonald or a Christian Miller in round 2. But man, like now you're hustling backwards. You could have easily added a cornerback in round 2, in addition to what you did with Sonny Styles. But I will say, with picks 5 and 10, you could still add the Sonny Styles. I wouldn't even toss out if he's there at 10, getting Caleb Downs, who another guy that was rumored to go, with the Giants as a very good football player. They still can add 2 elite talents. This time around, it's about Joe Shane nailing the picks because he had 2 first-round picks a few years ago with Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal. He went 1 out of 2 there, although the jury is still out on Evan Neal, but we can safely say he hadn't lived up to that top 10 pick, billing. Kayvon Thibodeau has been a solid player, not a game changer, but he's a very good player. So Joe Shane really needs to nail these 2 top 10 picks. And there's, I can't, you want to say you can't go wrong with anybody select, but we've seen, this organization have those multiple first round picks and not come away with like legit studs. The 3 years ago in 2019, they had 3. They went 1 out of 3. One of them was Dexter Lawrence. They drafted Daniel Jones, and then they drafted DeAndre Baker. And then the 2022, they went 1 out of 2. So if they can nail both of these, they're cooking with gas because they are like the Raiders that had a very good offseason.
Again, the Commanders right there in between the Giants picks at 7, and I've seen a lot of the names we've talked about, Carnell Tate as well, Ruben Bain, but sounds like there's going to be a really good player there at 7. What do you think Washington should do with that pick, Emory?
Well, it depends on who's there. Like if Bain is there, I think they need a legit stud at pass rusher. It's wild to think that this team once had Chase Young and Montez Sweat, and we see how both of those guys are doing on their separate teams now. Chase Young just had his best year in New Orleans, albeit his first healthy-ish year, which was the issue in Washington. And I know they signed Caleb on Chase on for a 1-year deal, so you do need a pass rusher. And if Bain is there, you take him. But if Jeremiah Love is there and Bain is gone, or both are there, then you look at an explosive back paired with a mobile quarterback. We've seen this time and time again. Vince Young with CJ2K, Warwick Dunn and Michael Vick. You look at Lamar Jackson and also what we just saw him do recently with Derrick Henry. Saquon Barkley, when he finally got paired with an athletic mobile quarterback that people feared. the yards per carry was tremendous. So you could expect that to be the case in Washington if he's there. Tate would be a nice to have, but I would probably focus more so on Bain and also Love if he's there. But I would even toss out Mansour Delane too if he's there as well.
Emory, who are some maybe Group of Five or FCS guys you like in this draft that could be some diamonds in the rough that people aren't talking about enough?
Well, there's two that in the DC area that are really, DC and also Baltimore. I'll start with Baltimore first. And that's Eric Hunter, the linebacker out of Morgan State, 6'3", 230, 4.4 speed. Had two great All-Star game circuits. He was at the American Bowl, played really well there. Step up in competition, showed he has the athletic traits to match up. Then he went to the HBCU Legacy Bowl and balled out. And then just, I want to say 3 weeks ago at the HBCU Showcase in DC at the Commander's facility, he ran that 4.4, jumped 40 inches on a vertical. So a tremendous athlete. I called a lot of his games in college. Outstanding football player in person as well. And wide receiver Jimmy Kibble of Georgetown. Now, they had a viral moment this year against Morgan State where he caught the Hail Mary and just a wild 38-second sequence of that game at the end just was crazy. But he caught the game winner and got him an appearance on a Jimmy Kimmel show at Monday because obviously his name sounds very similar. But this is a tremendous athlete, 6'1", 200 pounds, 4.4 speed. His dad was a kicker in the NFL, and it's been great to watch Jimmy Kibble just do what he did all throughout the course of his career at Georgetown. Shout out to Rob Scarlata, who always is able to find some unique talents considering the challenges he has at Georgetown.
Man, would love the Commanders to get a DC guy on the roster. That'd be pretty cool if they could do that. Emory, let's talk a little bit of college football. We'll circle back to the draft and had a chat with our buddy Corey Glory. He's the play-by-play voice at Tulane, and he was describing, all right, we lose the head coach, but surprisingly, we've got a lot coming back and should have a really good team. Here at ECU, it was almost the opposite, where we kept our head coach, but we got two new coordinators, two new quarterbacks, a lot of newness. So I don't know which one you'd rather have. I guess the roster intact with the coach. But how about the Pirates and where they sit in the American? Blake Harrell has had a pretty great year and a half as head coach, full-time head coach, interim and then full-time. But where do the Pirates sit in your eyes in the American? And again, tough to say with all the new rosters, but from what you know, what do you think?
Well, it's funny because every time as I put together this large draft guide that I release, I have 6 East Carolina prospects in it, and I'm always amazed when I study East Carolina because, like, man, they have some really good talent. So they'll be fine because even with the advent of, Old Dominion becoming, an FBS program, and you got other schools popping up being really good, taking away some of that back end talent that you usually get, like a Campbell. Becoming really good. Now they're pulling talent away from, the back end of the roster for East Carolina or other schools within the vicinity. East Carolina always, for whatever reason, finds a way to have talent. And so I think they'll be fine. Tulane is interesting. I've always said this, and I still believe this to be true. Schools in a major city, you talk about Tulane, USC, UCLA, Miami, Temple, those schools tend to really struggle really retaining talent and also stockpiling talent because a lot of the city kids, like myself, that was a New Orleans native, we leave because we want to get out the city. But you would in those schools, I know people say, oh, Miami and USC, but yeah, they had like spurts of success and then they go, years of just kind of average play.
Right.
And so, but to see Tulane consistently, I'm talking about like from the USC game in the Rose Bowl to now, sustain the level of continuity in terms of talent, despite the transfer portal, coaches leaving. It's like, this is impressive. Tulane has gotten significantly serious about football, and you can see that. I think the on-campus stadium helps. Because it builds that atmosphere. When I was coming out, they were playing in the Superdome and it was
Right.
chaos. So to look at what they've done now, both programs, Tulane and ECU, are going to be fine for two separate different reasons.
How about real quick, year 2, Belichick in North Carolina? Does this thing work out, Emory, or is it going to be a disaster?
I think it's going to be sort of more what we saw last year. Like, they'll play competitively. They'll have some talent built on a line of scrimmage. I think we'll see the quarterback who transferred in from Taron Dickens, who transferred in from Western Carolina. He held out for a long time, and he committed to some school in Texas, but gets to stay local here by going to North Carolina. So I thought that was awesome. But he's kind of like Gio Lopez, whom they brought in last year, right? So they'll be solid, but they won't be dynamic. I think we'll see more of the same, like a 6-6 type season. End up in a bowl game playing somewhere cold on right before or right after Christmas.
And finally, we did this with Jeff Nadeau, our gambling guy. Let's do it with Emory because he talks lines as well. What's the line for ECU at Alabama week 1?
Based off what we've seen from Alabama and the new quarterback, I would say at minus 28.5. Bama.
All right. That's pretty fair. All right, we'll circle back a couple more draft questions. Emory, I was going to say, is there a surprise trade or anything? If you knew, it wouldn't be a surprise. So what is your prediction, though? How many trades do we see, and do we see a player traded, you think, on draft night to shake things up?
All are possible. I think we'll see more activity after pick 14. That's when we'll see a bunch of trades. And because a lot of moving and shaking, and plus, with teams have first round grades or who don't have first round grades or whatnot, so we'll see a lot of moving and shaking there. And in terms of a player, well, the news just came out that AJ Brown is going to be a Patriot, expected Patriot June 1st. So that's technically a player, but we could always see another player thrown in the mix, especially if a team is trying to move into the top 13. That's when you really start. Hey, all right, because nobody wants to give up picks for 2027 because they expect a nice class in 2027. So we'll see players get moved, whether it be a Dex Lawrence type deal or a guy that's a very good reserve that can get moved to kind of help out a team that wants to move into a top 13 selection.
Emory Panthers have a losing record, but win their division, go to the playoffs. They're not used to picking this late in the draft, pick 19. How about for the Panthers fans tuned in? What should they be looking to do Thursday?
Point of attack play. I think whether they go O-line or D-line, I think that's the move. Pair up someone with, we talked about Cade McDonald or Christian Smith. That would go perfectly with the Derek Brown and wreak havoc on the interior of your defense. And on offense, I know people want to say Kenyon Sadiq. I feel like they've doubled, and that would be tripling down on that position with Jatavian Sanders and Tommy Tremble. And I think we like the idea of Sadiq, but the league just shows you how they view and utilize these tight ends. They don't use them how they're supposed to use them. So if they're going to go offensive playmaker, I would suggest wide out more so than tight end or something like that. And keeping with the theme here, if they had Taylor McMillan last year, Jalen Coker is 6'2". Why not go and get Denzel Boston, another 6'3", 6'4" guy with consistent hands, more so than Xavier Leggett, whom they drafted as well. So I would say go big body wide receiver, have those trees across the formation like the Vikings did in 98 with Jake Reed, Randy Moss, and Chris Carter. Yeah. I think that would be good for Bryce Young.
Dave Morgan did say there's no rule against drafting a receiver in the first round 3 straight years. I guess the Matt Millen rule is not an official rule.
I always listen. I may be the only person. I'm glad Dan Morgan said that. I may be the only person to back Matt Millen, because if we go back and look at those receivers as prospects, they were great. Problem was he picked the wrong quarterback.
There we go. Jarrett, you got another one?
Emory, do we see any East Carolina players drafted? I mean, it feels like if anybody gets drafted, it's Anthony Smith. That'd be a day 3 pick. But do you see Anthony Smith get drafted? Maybe Mike Wright, Raheem Craig?
I would say keep an eye out for a day 3 selection, Samuel Danka.
Sam Danka, who, by the way, Emory, last week participated in our 3-point contest. And I'll tell you this, he needs to stick to football. But Sam is an awesome dude, great personality, and I would be elated if he got drafted.
He looked the part down at the College Gridiron Showcase. You couldn't tell if he was a corner or safety. He's an outside linebacker, but he's 6'5" and can cover a lot of ground. That's somebody that you see a core special teamer. that you don't want to have other teams, vie for his services, so you just draft him in round 7. I could see someone like that get picked. Mike Wright is another one that just whatever position, just you want him on your team. Seems like a great dude, and just saying that's another one that you kind of can see a creative mind saying, okay, we get this guy in, he could have one of 4 roles for us. At worst, he's a core special teamer.
Emory Hunt joining us. Emory, tell folks where they can learn more about everything you're doing and learn more about this draft and all the prospects.
Well, they can purchase the draft guide right now. It's over 1,200 individual scouting reports, the largest draft guide out there. If 7 years running, this is our 7th edition. We put them out in 2020. And if you purchase one in 2020 to now, right now you have over 6,600 individual scouting reports at your disposal, which gives you a good gauge on the league, CFL, UFL, everybody. Like you pretty much have a good gauge on everybody that's playing some type of professional football right now. And it's the largest draft guide out. It's all scout reports, all filet, no fat. Go pick that up right now. It's cheaper than gas. You can get it at footballgameplan.com/2026 draft guide. And you can follow me on Twitter at FBallGamePlan. I'll be in CBS Sports Studios, the Fort Lauderdale studios, Thursday through Saturday, covering every round of the draft.
Awesome, man. Hey, we'll try to catch up with you later this summer, early fall. I know you're a busy man, so we always appreciate your time here, Emory.
Thank you so much for having me on, Clip.
All right, there is Emory Hunt joining us. Likes Fernando, loves what the Raiders. He might like the Raiders more than you. Oh, well. But it's fun to talk football. This will be a fun week. Again, kind of like spring football. You have it, then it gets ripped away from you. Like, we're going to be so fired up Thursday, Friday, and coming off the draft, and then realize, oh, man, now we're in the super dead period.
Yeah, now,
of the NFL.
Now it's dead.
Yeah.
Come Monday, dead.
And we'll get a schedule release next month to give us something, I guess.
We're not all the way dead then.
Yeah, well, that'll be a little life support.
Then I predict every game.
Yeah.
Then I have my records.
Yeah.
Then I change them 80 times before the kickoff.
Yeah. Where you going to have the Raiders at this year? 14?
I'm thinking 7 or 8, but you never know how the schedule pans out, man.
Right.
Last year I was thinking 7 or 8, and then it ended up being like 11, and then it ended up being 3.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour 2, big hour 3 on tap as we will talk Canes hockey with Wade Minter, talk some baseball with Brandon Golden. We got our Pirates and the Pros montage. Still a lot to go on Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern, located on South Charles Boulevard, right across from the Sheetz gas station, is your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings. And they're open daily till open daily till midnight, and on Wednesday nights, you can join Clip Rock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
I'm going to pass my time to the good gentleman at the head of the table, Jared Watkins. His the last segment on the show today, so he will run it.
Yeah. Did you watch any playoff basketball this weekend?
The most I watched was actually Lakers-Rockets because I wasn't doing anything at that time.
That was the least I watched.
Yeah.
Because I was out of it by then.
Yeah, well, we live different lifestyles.
That is true.
So I was at home. That was Saturday night, I guess.
Yeah, Saturday night. Cavs beat the Raptors. No need to play any more of that series. The Raptors stink. Donovan Mitchell's pretty good.
I went Cavs, Hurricanes, moneyline parlay Saturday. I'm going to go back to the well with that one again tonight.
Yeah, yep. Cavs, Raptors, 7 o'clock. Canes play 7:30, I think. Nuggets, Timberwolves. This is the best series in the world.
Didn't watch any of that. Saw Nuggets down early, but ended up winning.
Yeah, Timberwolves tried to come back there in the second half, but it was just too much. Jamal Murray, 30 points. Nikola Jokic, triple-double. Aaron Gordon in double digits. Cam Johnson in double digits. This Nuggets team is seemed like it's primed for a run.
All right.
Knicks Hawks.
Knicks Hawks had Brunson 25 plus, Knicks money line, and that one hit easily. Brunson had 22 in the first half, I think, and finished with 26.
28, yeah.
He did get 28.
Yeah,
it was kind of a little nervous in the fourth quarter, but he ended up getting his, and the Knicks kind of pulled away.
This Hawks team is a fun team to watch because I was like, having a conversation, head to the TV, and I'd look, they're down 11. little bit of a conversation, go back, they're down 4, a little bit of a conversation, they're up 1, and then
What are you, Elvis?
they're back down a
Conversation.
They're back down 10. This is just a fun game to watch, and then like I said, I didn't watch much of
and fun conversations.
Yeah, fun conversations with some fun people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rockets, Lakers. Rockets should go ahead and fire everybody. Don't even need to see the rest of the series. The fact that this Lakers team is down Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, and you have the bones of your team there.
Well, no KD.
Yeah, but I mean, by God, the 70 points per game is gone from this Lakers roster.
They rely a lot on a dude from Kentucky hitting threes.
Luka, no.
Oh, I'm talking about Shepard on
Reed Shepard, yeah.
On the Rocket side. Luke Kennard has turned into a major player for the Lakers.
Luke Cornett has been one of the most outstanding things to watch this season for the Spurs. Those Wemby-less minutes are no longer minus.
I want to hear Jim Cornette talk about Luke Cornett.
Yeah, who played yesterday? I didn't watch much of anything yesterday. Watch Click.
You like Click?
Yeah, I seen Click. I watched Bull Durham for the first time.
You and Mully can trade liners, Bull Durham liners.
Dude, it's funny because in high school, my school played a game at that stadium. And the coach was like, oh, that's where Tim Robbins banged that Millie chick in the movie.
This is why I don't let him take over many seconds. I mean, you can say that a lot kinder.
That's what he said. That's a quote.
Yeah, but you can just do movie quotes now, and no matter what they say? No, you can't do
Nick
that.
watched Django. He was quoting that earlier today.
Nick.
He really likes the Leonardo DiCaprio. Right?
He was doing the monologue when they were at the fight, and him and Jamie Foxx were talking.
When he breaks the skull, he was quoting that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bull Durham, really good movie.
Shirley's cutting this segment, and I don't blame her. All right.
Hey, go out on a high note.
See you, J-Bone.
See you, man.
Chandler Honeycutt is not here because he and Jenny heading to Raleigh for Canes hockey. Hurricanes, Ottawa Senators, Game 2. We'll get Nick's prediction in Hour 3, and we'll get what Wade Minter has to say about that and Game 1 when we return Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Back with you after this.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Attention, Eastern Carolina. 360 Golf Carts just received a massive delivery of 40 new golf carts, and they're going fast. Right now, owner Brian Harris is celebrating with a special sale event, giving you the chance to upgrade and save big on your next ride. But hurry, with 40 carts and the best prices, they won't last long. 360 Golf Carts on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. Proud part of Pirates supporting Pirates.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Plus, they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3 here on a Monday. Let's talk Canes hockey. Enjoyed game 1. Well, I'll get Nick Bass's thoughts on it and what's coming up game 2. But first, we will hear from the PA announcer of the Carolina Hurricanes at the Lenovo Center. He is Wade Minter. Had a chance to talk to Wade earlier this afternoon. Here's that. Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, the PA announcer at the Lenovo Center, Carolina Hurricanes hockey. He is Wade Minter. Wade, great to have you on to talk some playoff hockey. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Clip. Yeah, it's playoff time. That means everything's ramped up a notch.
Including your voice. You sounded great coming through my television. A little jealous. We've got Chandler and Jenny from Pirate Radio heading to game 2 tonight. So they are fired up, and I'm happy for them as well. Oh, Jarrett, you're game 5. If there is a game 5 of this series, Jarrett will be going there. So Pirate Radio well represented in the Lenovo Center. Wade, first things first, been waiting to ask somebody with hockey acumen this question since Saturday. I love the dropping the gloves to start the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs, but what was the point? What was the reason for Stahl and Tkachuk going at it right there at the faceoff?
Yeah, according to Stahl, Tkachuk is the one who offered the challenge, like, you want to go. And Stahl, not really known as a fighter, though he has had a fight this season, protecting Jalen Chatfield after a dirty hit, was ready to go. And I don't think it's necessarily true, but I think one of the knocks on the Canes throughout this playoff run has been, they're not that physical. You know, they don't really want to get into it. It's a finesse team. They fold when anything starts to ramp up the physicality. And I'm sure Jordan Stahl was thinking, here's a way to put that to bed right now. And he did it with the right to Kachuk's face. And then you could see the tone, especially in the first period, was the Canes were hitting everything in sight, which Ottawa I don't think was expecting. And, if the Canes can show people that they're not going to be pushed around, that even, their non-fighters will fight if things get to that point, then I think it adds another dimension to the team.
Wade Mitzer joining us. We saw 2 Stankoven goals. We can talk about that, but the story, I think, was the goaltending of Freddie Anderson, right, and what he was able to do. The old hockey term, I guess, standing on his head in the third period, and really made that crowd go crazy in Raleigh. It was great to see, but how about his performance the other night?
Freddie was great. The Canes, thanks to Ryan Hinkle of the Hockey News, I actually have the stat, I think had the 4th fewest shutouts in the league this season. They weren't, kind of the fewest, but they were near the bottom. They've not played a lot of shutout hockey this season. And I think it was a kind of unusual call per the media to go with Freddie versus Brandon Bussey. Bussey's numbers are great. He's had an incredible rookie season. But as Rod Brindamore said, Freddie's been there before. He came on strong in the last couple months of the season. And, you put him in there after a rough start to a season and a very strong end to the season, and he gives you a shutout, and you can't really ask for much more than that.
Wade, one of our resident Caniacs here, Alex Harper, said on Friday that, if goaltending is a concern, one thing that could combat that is he thinks this version of the Hurricanes could outscore opponents if need be because of the offensive firepower. Is that something that you'll be relying on too this postseason, that, hey, if whether it's Bussey or Anderson doesn't have their best day, hey, guys, let's go bail them out. Let's go score some goals.
Yeah, that's really been the Canes' MO all year. They have generally been, for the past several seasons, at the top of the league in penalty kill, the top of the league in shots allowed, at the top of the league in, fewest goals allowed. And not really this year, but where they really have excelled is goal scoring. And again, the Canes not necessarily known as a goal scoring team. Over the years, they'll play tight defense. They'll beat you in low scoring games. But the team scored the most number of goals for the team since relocation to North Carolina. They have 7 20-goal scorers on the team, which hasn't happened, I think, before, again, in Raleigh. And what that gives you is a lot of depth scoring. So, for example, if the Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov line isn't necessarily getting the matchups they want, you could have the Stankoven, Blake, Hall line beat you, which is what happened. You got 2 goals there from that line. You've got a former league MVP playing on your third line, and that's not a bad spot to be in.
Wade Mitzer joining us today, Pirate Radio Live. Game 2 coming up tonight. Carolina Hurricanes and Ottawa Senators at 7:30. Wade, I look at gambling lines a lot, and I thought Carolina minus 140, minus I think it was 150 maybe at faceoff was kind of low, and it's the same tonight. And I get it's hockey, and I also get that Montreal beat Toronto or Tampa Bay last night. So really, you never know. But when I saw that line, it made me a little nervous. I thought the Canes were supposed to be much, much better, I guess, than Ottawa. But is that fair? Is that just a product of, hey, it's the Stanley Cup playoffs, anything can happen?
I think that for the popular consciousness, the Canes are still thought of as like, they can't do anything in the playoffs. Yeah, they get there a lot, but, they fold early, which is not true. We've made 3 conference finals in the past, 6 years. And, especially with this being a Canadian team, I think the Canadian media is pumping up the Senators' chances. And the Senators are a very good team. I was actually up in Ottawa this past week. My daughter goes to school up there and caught the Toronto-Ottawa final home game. And it's a very good team. They beat the pants off Carolina in the last regular season game the two of them played. But, the Canes are number 1 in the East for a reason. And it seems like the lines and the estimates aren't really kind of taking into effect that this is a very good, very deep team that we have here in Raleigh.
Yeah. Very early, obviously, but did you kind of raise an eyebrow at that Canadians and Lightning score yesterday?
Not really. I mean, I think Montreal is one of the most dangerous teams in the East. There's a lot of good teams out there, but I think having watched Montreal sweep the season series against the Canes, watch them play, watch Jakub Dobeš play well in goal. They've got a lot of firepower. Montreal is kind of the dark horse out there. I think they can beat any team in the East, and I think they could give Colorado a run for their money. Fortunately, the Canes won't have to see them until the conference final at the earliest.
And man, credit to all the hockey folks I've had on throughout the season that told me Buffalo was going to be a madhouse in the playoffs. They just hadn't been there in so long. They have not had a home game, have not scored a goal in so many years in the postseason. And boy, they went nuts there after getting down 2-0. They win last night. But as a hockey fan, Wade, that had to be cool for you to see, right? Just the home crowd and what they were doing last night.
It really is. And, having lived through something kind of close to that in Raleigh where we missed the playoffs for 9 years, that first game when we were finally back in there was one of the loudest experiences I've ever had. And, Buffalo's got, great hockey fans. It's a really good team out there. And they were starved for playoff hockey. And it was really cool to see just how loud, how boisterous they were. And, a comeback win in front of your home crowd doesn't hurt at all either. But it's good to see Buffalo get back in there. You never want to see a team really kind of go that long without the playoffs because it's disappointing for their fans. And I think Buffalo could absolutely make a run.
We'll have a fun night tonight out at the Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll be playing sports trivia, watching the Canes as they take on the Senators. So if you're not making it to Raleigh, come on out to the Buck for a Canes watch party. What are the keys tonight, Wade? Again, Stankoven scoring 2 goals. Somewhat untraditional goals, I guess you could say. A beautiful setup, I thought, by Blake on the first goal, and then the second one, nice little poke at the net there. But how about tonight? Who are you keeping an eye on as far as goal scorers for Carolina?
Yeah, I think that this is the game where you start to see the big line come into play. Like Aho and Jarvis and Svechnikov have been a dynamic top line. They were held off the score sheet, though they played well. And I think that if you start to see the offense go, you're going to see those guys kind of at the forefront of it. The cool thing is that Canes have depth all throughout the lineup, and that's something that I don't really think the team has had before to this level. Power play needs to get on track. It didn't look great in game one. That could have been first game nerves. That could have just been that Ottawa plays a system that shuts down the power play.
Had a couple of 5-on-3s there too, Wade.
We did,
Nothing really got going, right?
No, and the Canes power play has been excellent, especially kind of from December on. Probably I think top 5 in the league. Scored a power play goal in like 8 or 9 consecutive games. Like the power play is good. This is one where I think the coaching staff and the video coaches will go back, take a look at what Ottawa was doing, make some adjustments. And, I think if the Canes can get a power play goal, if they can win special teams tonight, they're in a really good spot.
Wade Minter joining us. Game 2 coming up tonight. Canes up 1-0 in the series. Wade, we'll check you in with you again later on these playoffs, but looking forward to hearing your pipes through the television again. Any idea who the Siren Sounders are, or are they announcing that later?
I know who the first period Siren Sounder is, but
we're gonna hold
it's not public yet. I'm sworn to secrecy.
All right, fair enough. I'll have to see if Blake Harrell's scheduled. I know he did a playoff game last year, so maybe he'll be up there.
Need to have him back.
Yes, sir. All right, Wade, thanks for joining us, man. We'll talk to you again down the road.
All right, thanks a bunch.
There is Wade Minter, Canes PA announcer. So that was like 11:30 this morning. I must have any Siren Sounders been announced, Nick? Do we know who we got?
Yes. 10 minutes ago. It's going to be Manny Diaz and Chandler Smith.
Manny Diaz, football coach.
Yes.
Chandler Smith.
Looks like a NASCAR driver.
Chandler Smith, okay. Chandler Smith, motorsports racing driver. Okay, yep, you're right. Oh, man, April 3rd, he was disqualified after the Rockingham truck race.
Ooh.
He failed height requirements, so he was too short to ride this ride, apparently. That stinks. There we go. Got to get Coach Harrell.
I wish he was taller.
And
wish he was a baller.
And
is that a rabbit in a hat?
Oh yeah.
And
I wish I had a rabbit in a hat.
What about
6-foot baller?
The girl he could call though?
Yeah, I wish I had a girl who could. Oh, I missed that part.
A girl.
Hey, a certain someone threw me off my lyric
Dude,
line.
I know 3 parts of that song.
Nick is definitely a baller.
No.
We'll take a break, come back, more to go. Got Brandon Golden, got more on our New Blue Pirate Report with Blake Harrell, Mitch Griffiths, and Emory Williams. And we've got our Pirates in the Pros montage, and a heck of a montage it is. A lot of Pirate names doing well over the weekend, including Gavin Williams. Surely we sat here Friday and talked about he was going to pitch Saturday, but all day Saturday, for some reason, I thought he was throwing Sunday. So I missed my Nerfy bet with Gavin Williams, but sure enough, I had a scoreless first inning against the O's. A lot of scoreless innings against the O's. Pitched awesome on Saturday. We'll hear some of those highlights and more. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday after this.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choosing the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This April, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Forester base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $269 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, a proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2026.
Looking for the perfect place to host your next event? Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville features event spaces for birthdays, business meetings, rehearsal dinners, and more. The corner bar is fully private and seats up to 50 guests. Our back dining room is semi-private and seats up to 40. Or choose the semi-private repair shop game room, complete with pool tables and big screens. Add in-house catering and full bar service, and we'll take care of the rest. For pricing and availability, inquire online under the Parties tab at fishstreethardware.com. Fish Street Hardware, where Greenville gathers.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Tyler Sneed, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten and lift your skin? Do you want to get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Well, contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Love. Purple Beard in the chat says, Bade form clip and wearing a Canadian leaf hat when we play Ottawa Senators, a Canadian team. I would say Bade form by you trying to spell words correctly.
You are terrible!
I see your point. If we were playing the Toronto Maple Leafs, that would be a little bit different. Also, there are 9 Canadians on the Hurricanes roster, 8 Americans, and 7 players from countries that aren't the United States and Canada. Nick, how do you feel about this?
I was going to say something whenever I first walked in.
Bade form?
No, I was just kind of weird that you were wearing a hat that was very obviously tied to Canada when they are playing a Canadian team. And I do understand your point about them having a ton of Canadian players on the roster, but
it feels very American elitist to just me wearing a Blue Jays hat represent an entire country.
People see the red leaf on your hat and immediately are going to assume Canada.
Yeah, that's where the Blue Jays are from. Should I wear it backwards so it's got the Blue Jays logo and Major League Baseball logo?
You look more rad that way.
Am I raddad.com? Dude, whatever. The Canes, the outcome of tonight's game will not be determined by this hat.
It's entirely determined by Manny Diaz on the siren.
Correct. So, There you go. Save all your Bade comments for other things. Let's hear some audio from this weekend. Jamie said, Clip messed up. It's okay. Move on. I didn't mess up. There was no messing up. In fact, I interviewed a guy in the Blue Jays organization earlier today, Trace Baker, who went to South Central High School and UNCW. And we'll hear that interview coming up on Tuesday. I very appropriately, by accident, wore a Blue Jays hat while interviewing him earlier today. I didn't mess up. I hadn't worn this beauty in a while. The Hurricanes are playing Ottawa. They're not playing the Canadian national team. They're not playing Toronto.
You didn't mess up. No flubs.
No flubs at all. Send it.
Send it, baby.
Hey, I'm Dan Marino. Blake Harrell, what did you see from the QBs on Saturday? Cut to.
They took care of the football. I think I said that a few weeks back. Somebody asked me what was the most important thing to me about quarterbacks and who was going to jump ahead of the other guy. And to me, it's like, hey, how can those two guys help us win? And they taking care of the football, and both of those guys did that today. I thought they're getting better in the RPO game. They look more comfortable as compared to a week ago. So I think they're doing a better job of running the offense overall. And obviously still got a long ways to go.
If I wore a freaking Ottawa, who's their CFL team? Red Blacks. If I wore a Justin Hardy Red Blacks jersey today, what would you have thought of that? ECU guy? But Ottawa, Give me a break. Hit the beginning of that again. What did he say?
Hey, man, they took care
Hey,
of football.
man. Hey, man. That was kind of Gruden-esque. Is that worth getting as a little clip by itself, Shirley? Hit it.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. I kind of like that. All right, cut 3. The biggest change from day 1 of spring football to the final scrimmage.
Yeah, I think what you see when you bring a new football team together, and every year you're going to have a new football team because you're going to add new faces, you're going to lose some leadership, all those things regardless of situations. I think our team, our guys have grown as a team. It's not just 106 individuals out here. It's guys that are coming together as a team. I see that O-line group kind of really coming together, getting on the same page with communication and playing together as one, not 5 individuals up front. Defensively, we don't have 3 or 4 guys running the ball. We got 11 hats to the football. So we are establishing a culture out here. We're establishing a football team, and we got to keep pushing that direction. But I think that's the biggest improvement I've seen as a group.
Steve said, "You ready for Thursday clip?" Jamie said, "I know what he's ready for, some maple syrup." Shut up, Jamie. You want to hear something even crazier?
Go to hell.
This is what Saturday, the last time the Hurricanes were on the ice against the Ottawa Senators. So when we don't cook in the house, we get takeout. Well, myself, my wife, and daughter wanted 3 different things. So I went to 3 places. I got my wife chicken tenders. My daughter got a sub. I went to a 24-hour
sausage.
I had sausage and waffles from a popular. Shirley had waffles too. Guess what I had
for breakfast this morning?
For dinner Saturday night, I had waffles, and on those waffles, I had syrup. Maple syrup. While the Canes were playing a Canadian team. Jerry says clip is un-American. Jamie said Canadian bacon. No, but I had a pizza this weekend with ham on it, and that can be confused with Canadian bacon. Pretty similar. Am I turning into a Canadian without even realizing it? All right.
Nope.
Cut 4. What do you think of the defensive tackling during the live reps?
We try not to have too many live reps. I think that's the fine line you balance in a spring game. You want to go out there and get some work in, get some scrimmage in, but you're also at the end of your training. It's April 18th. If you have an injury now, you're going to miss them in the summer, and you're going to set somebody behind and set your football team behind. I think that happened to somebody last week. So, blessed to get out of here today without any injuries. That's the big key. Tackling, I think, can always be better. I'm always going to be picky about that, but I don't see a lot of missed tackles out there. And some of that's, the heat gets you to a little bit today as well. Usually been practicing in the morning. It's 92 out here in the evening, which is good. We need that. And that builds a little character as well. So moving in the right direction with our tackling. We got to do a better job of icing some things up. But I think some of those ball carriers that were out today too. I think Brock only got a few snaps over there, and Ashton Gray only got a few snaps over there. They'll probably make our tackling look a little worse too.
Jerry says Clip is not celebrating with the rest of us on July 4th. I love July 4th so much that I celebrated on July 1st, which happens to be Fête du Canada, which is Canada Day. Of course, marks the anniversary of the July 1st, 1867 Confederation of Canada, commemorating the passing of the British North American Act, which united 3 colonies into a single dominion within the British Empire. Federal statutory holiday, of course, often celebrated with parades, fireworks, and community events. And if it falls on a Sunday, it's observed on the 2nd. I love July 4th so much, I start a few days early.
Excitement time!
Fête du Canada. Fête du Canada. Luke said they call him Canadian Clip. Jamie said, I feel bad for Nick. He's probably a little disappointed now in one of his heroes. Nick. Nick. Am I a hero of yours? Don't answer that. Oh, man. Cut 5. Nick would love me to be a Canada First guy. He likes every country. If anybody's anti-American around here, it's Nick. With all the games he's watching and people he's talking to. He's He's like those folks on the Americans. He's in like a sleeper cell or something. All right, Coach Harrell, back to you. How has the O-line come along? Cut 5.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of moving pieces right now with that O-line. I think we've developed 6, 7, guys that this spring that can play for us, that we think can be in the A group, we calling it right now. Carson Jones didn't go through spring because of the injury he suffered last year. Thought we could have probably pushed him to practice a little bit mid-spring, but didn't really think it was worth it. We'll get him back full speed, and incorporate him some stuff this summer. But Brandon Best played center. He played guard. Ethan played guard. He played tackle. Bryce played tackle. He played guard. So they understand all 5 spots and how they work together and how they got to be on one page. And I think we're moving in the right direction. I think Hayes Creel shows you that he's a really athletic young man. I shouldn't call him young. I think he's probably about 23, 24 years old now. But his height and his length, that's the first thing that stands out to you when you're recruiting. And then you get out here and see his athleticism. I was joking around with his mom today. We had him in the team room dancing a little bit, and that's where his, showed a little athleticism in there too. So he's not only a good football player, but a good dancer.
All right. Jerry says President Trump, parentheses, Chandler, will never call into Pirate Radio Live ever again. Jamie said, hey, Nick, are you in a sleeper cell, eh? Steve is still talking NFL draft, says move up for love. Hey, if there's any advice I could give anyone out there today, it's move up for love. Less hate, more love. This was fun because Blake Harrell was asked, and he knew it was the last question, who impressed you in the secondary? So he answered that and then closed out spring by talking about people, thanking people, and even mentioned our 3-point contest. So let's hear that. Cut 6.
The guys that really been impressing me, I think, coming along all spring along are 2 guys. Zaire Gamble from App State's done a good job. I heard him doing a really good job communicating. He's kind of a quiet guy that doesn't, say a whole lot, not really verbal, but, I thought he did a good job communicating. He's doing a great job tackling. He shows he'll come up and strike you. And I think going into this coming season, I think that was one of the questions you had was about our secondary. And then the Ashland levels, it continues to play really well at corner. We got to get some of those other guys. I think they're just grabbing and holding a little bit. And some of that, you get one-on-ones, you got nobody helping you out there. And it's true man, and you got nobody rushing the quarterback. Some of that can be exposed, so you're getting bad habits. We got to put the boxing gloves back on so they can't grab. But I think as a group, KJ Merrill's playing really well. Christian Peterson's flashed a little bit. We got to keep bringing him along. The other corner, JB's playing well, and then some of those other guys are starting to show that they can step up and play too. So as a group, I think we have a chance to be pretty good there. And I keep saying that at every position. We have a chance, we have an opportunity, but what are we going to do with that opportunity the next 2 months? Are we going to take this thing to the next level? Or are we just going to kind of let it slide and let it fizzle out? And that's really about our entire program. We got to keep pushing this thing, pushing the needle about our brand and whatever it may be. And today was a great opportunity to push that thing. And I appreciate you guys putting that basketball shot out there, because now our players really know that I can put it up there in the hoop. I'm glad you cut it off before the ball actually got to the rim. But otherwise, it was a really good day. So again, thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for what you guys do covering our football program and our athletics and East Carolina in general.
All right, there is Blake Harrell Saturday. And Coach, I just want to say you're welcome. Sorry, hold on. Think of it. To go. Yes, to go. I want a large poutine, the split pea soup. I'll have 2 of the Montreal-styled smoked meat, 3 beaver tails, and 1 pea meal bacon sandwich, which I understand is a Toronto staple. Yes. All right, I'll pick it up. Thank you. Sorry, I had to order my meal tonight. You ever had a beaver tail? Oh, Canada, our home and native land. All right, you can't deny this. When they sing that before a hockey game, oh my God. Oh, Canada. What's the word I'm looking for? Slaps.
I was going to say, like, game 1 for Edmonton, Anaheim tonight, when the Edmonton guy sings just Oh Canada and then the crowd takes it for the rest of the song, That's going to sound amazing on live television.
What time is that?
Unfortunately, 10 p.m.
Oh, fortunately. Maybe I can get home in time for that. And I will stand in my living room. Oh, God. I mean,
stand and salute.
That's a good tune. You can't deny. All joking aside.
No, it's amazing.
Oh, Canada, sung by hopefully a big fat guy. If there's a big fat guy singing Oh, Canada, you stop what you're doing.
Awesome.
That's all I'm saying. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Jamie said still disappointed Clipper didn't make the 3-point finals. He had it right there. Hey, man, this is not our sport, man. I'm more of a hockey guy. Clip ordering from Tim Hortons. We'll come back. Brandon Golden joins us. Talk some baseball and more Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Back with you after this.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Attention Eastern North Carolina. This April, it's time to upgrade and save at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Got a lease ending soon? Pull ahead now and we'll waive your last 2 payments when you get into a new ride. Drive today and don't make a payment for 90 days in select models. Plus, score 0% financing on select Jeeps, Rams, and more. Or take advantage of thousands in bonus cash and we'll cover your North Carolina state tax. Inventory is in stock and ready to go. But these offers won't last. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Your home for unbeatable deals. Drive a little, save a lot.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has friendly service, no gimmicks, and great deals. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Talk some baseball with Brandon Golden, who joined me earlier this afternoon in Studio C. Let's hear that conversation. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Brandon Golden. BG, how you doing, man?
I'm great, my man. How are you?
Doing good. We talk about your training and what you've done and what you do, and host of the Brandon Golden Show, but I don't know. I feel like maybe a lot of times don't let you talk about what exactly all you do and what you're doing currently. And I know you're doing something new. So let's talk about everything you've got going on and the academy portion of it as well.
Yeah, the academy is going to be outstanding. I don't know if you can hear Patty, one of my guys. He's on the phone with some parents right now. We announced a virtual kind of learning option that we're going to do out of the facility here at the Ghost Lab. We're going to create basically a 6th grade through 8th grade model right now. We're going to have players that can basically come here. It's a Pro 5, P27, Combine Academy type system that's been around for a while. There's really not one in the Triad area that's gone well. So we continue to have people that want to come train here, that want to be involved in what we're doing, and their kids are homeschooled. And we've just had conversations. We think now is the best time to do that. We have the staff and the resources to be able to make that happen here. So we're going to do it. We announced it on Friday, Clip, and we have 3 kids that are already confirmed by Monday morning. And yeah, we're going to grow that into something pretty special. Patty McGonigal played at local Grimsley High School, and then went to Western Carolina as a pitcher. He's going to be the head coach. And then next year, once we kind of work the kinks out and figure out what didn't work and what went well, we'll go into the high school realm. And Austin Beck will be one of the head coaches for that team. And yeah, we'll just continue to move on and keep it rolling.
When I hear like youth academies, I think the European soccer model I always think
100%.
of.
Yes.
And that's with clubs, with teams, where they will get kids, I don't know how young, and start growing them up. And from what I understand, Brandon, they have their own like school there, right?
Yeah.
Too, and teaching and kind of raise them as Arsenal footballers, so to speak, or something like that. And do we have anything like that in the American model with any sports, with the NFL, NBA, MLB, anything like that?
Not really. I mean, not to my knowledge. I shouldn't say not really. Not to my knowledge. What I know is some of these sports academies, like IMG Academy, that's been around for forever.
Right.
That's kind of what we're trying to build here.
Gotcha.
Is something where, what I'm a big believer in, not just doing things for the sake of doing them. I think I've talked to people about this, and I'd be interested to hear your thought on it. But if we look at like when people went to school in America and just how it all kind of happened around the Industrial Revolution, and people are going to sit into school so then they can work in factories. And if you look at it, school and the factories are very similar. A bell rings, you do something. You don't turn in an assignment, you get punished. Like, you don't sit in your chair appropriately, like, you get punished. Like, I feel like school was training folks to work in the factories in the Industrial Revolution, and just the way the world is nowadays, like, that's not as advantageous. Now, I'm not saying I am not a proponent of education. I have a master's degree. I believe I have a college degree, an undergrad from East Carolina. I fully believe in education. I just think there's way different and more advantageous ways to do it nowadays. And, I don't believe that you have to sit in a school for 8 hours and do everything that you're told because because a teacher has a job to do, unfortunately. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to take anything
100%.
away from, yeah, I'm not trying to take anything away from teachers or anything like that. I'm just saying as a young man, it was very hard I got in trouble all the time. I'd walk around school when I was in the 4th grade, 5th grade, I'd get out of my class, I'd say I'd have to use the bathroom, I'd just walk around because I was bored. So I think you give the kids hey, we actually need to be in school maybe for 3 to 4 hours and do the schoolwork, and then once you're done, go do things that you're gonna enjoy, and whether that's strength and conditioning, baseball, where it's learning how to fish, whether it's learning how to run a company, whatever the case may be. I think there's so many more things that we can expose our children to at an earlier age that's going to allow them to be better men, husbands, fathers, and men of God. I think that really matters. So putting people in those opportunities to go do that's what we're trying to do here with Vantage Baseball Academy.
That's all. I love the foresight in it. I didn't think about it from the Industrial Revolution perspective, but from the perspective of kind of if you know what you want to do or have a plan, you should be able to try to go about achieving that in any way possible. And sounds like one of the ways to do that. So no, man, that's great. And who knows where this thing could end up. You could really be on the ground floor here with this.
Yeah, it could be really cool. I think it's going to be awesome. We've got a lot of excitement. That's what we're doing the rest of the day, is calling folks and just explaining our vision and the curriculum we're using. And the curriculum's already it's already helped put kids in colleges like Duke, Vanderbilt, Columbia, all the Ivies, Stanford. Some of the best colleges in the country. So yeah, there's a system already in place, and we're going to utilize it, and just bob and weave the way we need to.
Brandon Golden joining us. That's exciting stuff. Brandon, Pirates coming off a 2-2 week on the baseball diamond. Good news, won another conference series, so you'll always take that. Could not get the sweep, and also fell midweek to NC State. Cliff Godwin has been a little edgy this year, I would say, and came out Saturday and said that the fans out there, I don't know how many wins you would have with this team. What did he say, Jarrett, after the game?
He said any other coaching staff would have about 12 wins with all the injuries they've had this season.
Right. So, and we have acknowledged those injuries, and they are very important injuries. But the combative Cliff. Well, what's your take on the post game comments we've seen this year from Cliff Godwin?
Yeah, I didn't get to see that one, but I just know how much he puts into this, and I know how much that staff puts into it. So for me, if I would have saw that, I would have looked at that and been like, oh, yeah, I hear what he's saying. Just because I've been in it with him. I've been right there next to him and Jeff and AK, and some of the guys were players for us, Packard and Agnos and Franny. But I think it's really challenging to explain to the general public and the fans, what goes into preparing for a college season, what goes into a college fall, a college spring, and just the everydayness of the college baseball season. I think it's really hard to explain. So that could be potentially what he was talking about. I know he puts his heart and soul into this. Him and Bree don't have kids yet. Hopefully they do that one day if that's what they want to do. But his life and a lot of what he does and he pours into is East Carolina baseball. And people have heard him say it countless times. His goal is to take the Pirates to Omaha, and he's gonna make that happen one day. So I think that could be maybe where that's coming from. I don't know the exact answer there. I don't have a great answer. I just know how much he pours into it. I know how passionate he is, and I don't think he's ever trying to be combative or be disrespectful or anything. I think that's just his emotions kind of wearing him on his sleeve, because I'm kind of the same way. So it's probably a good thing that people aren't sticking phones and microphones in my face when we lost games and stuff like that. But no, I think he's just trying to do what's best for the organization, obviously, and for his players and his coaches to build East Carolina as much as he possibly can.
Got ODU coming up Tuesday, and then South Florida this weekend, as East Carolina tries to pile up some wins here as we get to the stretch here, mid to late April, and then on to May. Brandon, your guy Chase Burns, kind of a tough luck last week. I'm adding him as a gambling guy, Brandon. I'm adding Chase Burns to my automatic no-run first inning bet list, where basically it takes account both teams. So Chase can do his best, and if the Reds score, they blow it. But he's been so good that he's an auto no-runs first inning guy. I think he went 6 scoreless last time out. They bring him out, and the Reds give up 2 runs. So that's tough for a pitcher. You want to do your best, but you also want to win the game. So I know how frustrating that can be. Gavin has been the victim of that a lot during his time in Cleveland. I think as a Mets hater, I would laugh at Jacob deGrom. He had like 3 years of that with New York, where he would just pitch lights out and they would lose 2-1, 1-0. And but that's the frustrating side sometimes of being a pitcher.
Yeah, and it most certainly is. And yeah, hitting a baseball is really hard, and guys talking about it all the time. They're in the big leagues, like getting that run support and doing all those things. But it's like, yeah, you can't just snap your fingers and make it happen. It just, to your point about coming down the stretch in college baseball, like sometimes things just click, man, and teams get hot and they get rolling, and other ones don't. And it's a hard thing to necessarily nail down all the time of why it happens.
Yeah, and look, my Braves are playing awesome right now. They're up to like a 5.5 game lead, I think, already in the East. And it's too early to look at the standings, but much better start than last year. Carter Cunningham, we had him on the show last week, just killing the ball. He had 3 or 4 straight games with a home run. I think 3. And another one, I believe, this weekend. And it's almost like, you want to get off to a good start, but you know the slump's coming almost. I guess as a player, you can't think about that, but it is crazy, Brandon, how for 2 weeks you can't get out, and then for 2.5 weeks you can't get a hit. You can't buy anything, but I guess that's the game. Yeah, it's a very challenging game, and I think that's why so many people talk about the mental side of things and your preparation and how you go about it. And Cliff talks about all the time how you do anything is how you do everything, and just showing up the same way. Don't get too high, don't get too low, because you can't really control the results all the time. You can just control your process and your attitude and your energy, and keep it rolling. Have you had any experience with minor league with the minor league team, Brandon?
Yep. When I was with the Dodgers.
So I'm sure you get sheets and everything. All the information's out there now. But if a team wants to slow Carter Cunningham down, what's the scouting you can do on a minor league guy versus a big league guy trying to get Freddie Freeman out? Freddie, you have you could print out millions of copies of whatever. But how about for a minor league guy? Is there that level of scouting going on for opposing pitchers in minor league baseball?
Yeah, there's still a good bit of it. Obviously, the data compiled on Freddie is going to be a lot more than on Carter right now. But yeah, I mean, they still look at everything they go over. They have pre-game meetings with the pitching staff, and they say who they're going to go after, who we're not going to let beat us. The same kind of thing that they see in college and maybe some high schools, but mostly college, and how they're going to pitch these guys. What are some of the heat maps and what do they struggle with? And at the end of the day, like, you got to go out there and do it. And it's still pretty high level, a lot more than people would think.
You jumping on the Canes bandwagon? They win game 1 Saturday. They play again tonight. You watching any postseason hockey, NBA, anything else other than baseball right now, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm going to watch the game tonight. I was actually texting. I was letting people know about Vantage Baseball Academy, and Bill Burnison, the strength coach up there with the Hurricanes, is one of my buddies. And I was like, hey, man, like, are y'all in town? I thought they were in town this weekend, so I was asking for tickets to go, but they're actually up there. So, yeah, I'll be watching tonight and keeping up with them. And he's a good dude, man. I've known him since my days with USA Baseball back the first time in 2015. So, yeah, he's awesome.
Fun time of year, Brandon. Thanks for joining us, and good luck with the Academy. And we'll talk week to week about that as well when you join us here on the show. Any Brandon Golden episode coming up we need to know about?
We still got to nail down Sean Camp. He's been a little busy with some of the stuff up there, but I will get with him. And then, I'm just going to try to – that's on my to-do list for this week, is get some more guests and figure things out. So if anybody has people they want us to reach out to, get with me, Clip, Jarrett, Ellerby, whoever, and let's try to get those folks on here. But I'm gonna work on that this week and try to get some more guests and see if the pro guys are settled in a little bit, and maybe get some of the big league guys when they're on a road trip or something.
Awesome, good stuff, Brandon. Thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely, thanks, Clip.
Brandon Golden joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take our last break, come back, get ready to wrap things up here on a Monday. Back with you after these words.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a tough day for the stock market. The Dow started the week down 4 points and closed at 49,442. NASDAQ was down 64 at 24,404, and the S&P dropped 16 points points and finished at 7,109. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Shirley, let's end on a high note. We'll play as much as this as we can, but let's end with some Pirate positivity from over the weekend. Awesome job by the Pirates and the pros. Shirley put this together, so let's hear part of the, or all of the, if we have time, montage of Pirates and the pros going off.
You know, maybe you fire up the grill and cook outside so you're not heating your...
Next pitch is sent into deep center field. Back goes Meckler. He turns, he looks up, and that one is out of here. Mack McCarthy, in his first game this season as a Birmingham Baron, sails one over the center field wall. 107 off the bat.
1-2 pitch. Popped in the air out into left field. Left fielder Hoppy's going back. He's at the fence, looks up, it's gone. Wow. Cunningham just reached out and stroked that the opposite way. That's his 6th home run of the season. 5-1 in favor of Vancouver.
Josh Moon, the first batter he sees, and he puts it in there to right. That gets through for a hit. Rounding third and coming on home is Kyle West. The throw into third base, not in time. And on one swing, the local native in Curtis Bay, Maryland native Josh Moylan ties it up at 1. Lift in the air, deep right field. That's back at the wall and gone. On the first pitch of the frame, it's a solo homer for Josh Moylan.
Here's the ball line down the left field line. Well hit deep. That ball is gone. Home run, McChrystal. McChrystal hits one out of here. Line drive down the left field line. For McChrystal, that's his first. It's a 7-4 game.
Romero's 0-2 pitch. Jenkins Coward bounces it. A fair ball inside the bag at first and off the corner of the Cubs bullpen down the right field line. 2-run score. Throw comes into second and that gets away. But the runner at third, Cascanet, holds up with Hallback and Preciado combining to back up the plays. Jacob Jenkins Coward the hitter. First pitch left on left. Jenkins Coward grounds it to second. Bowser dives. It's beyond him to his right, on into right center field. And it ties the game for Beloit. Cascanet scores. Throw from Snell to third, not in time.
The 0-2. He tried to hold up, but he went around, and he strikes him out to start the game. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He came right back with that curveball. 2. He just gassed him with that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Swing and a miss. He got him again with a nasty hook. 2. Swing and a miss. Ooh. I mean, just locks him up with a fastball. Swing and a miss. He went to the other breaking ball. Breaking ball on the back door. Ring him up. Make that to go.
Norby, who had an 8-game hitting streak, snapped last night. He's on the board. Base hit into center. Liam Hicks will score. And the Marlins strike first and break the ice. It's 1-0.
High fly by Burley, deep right. That one's long gone. Alec Burleson with a lefty-lefty homer into the second deck. Who says these Redbirds don't have power? 3 more homers tonight.
All right, there you go. Pirates in the pros montage. A lot of bombs, a lot of Ks. Great stuff. And we will have more great interviews. And I will wear, I don't know, I pissed so many people off today. I don't have any more non-American hats, I don't think. I'll try to find one, though.
I have I have a Canadian shirt, but I don't think you can wear it, though.
Go Canes tonight. We'll talk about that. We'll talk Pirate baseball tomorrow as they get set to take on ODU and a whole lot more. We'll talk to you then. For Shirley Rhodes, Nick, and the Pirate Radio crew, I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an